We on. Check 1 2 1 2. Let's get to it. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It is your boy Blue, and this, my friends, we're back. It's been a long time coming. We've been waiting for some updates, and we finally got them. This is X-Plane 12, and this is the beta. Nice. I can go down the list of what is in the changelog. I don't have it in front of me right now, but in short, there's been a pretty major lighting change. If you've seen some of the other streams from the other guys for the last few days, you may have seen that. Matter of fact, it's public, so you can download it yourself and try it for yourself and see what you think of the lighting update. But the cockpits are no longer super dark like they used to be. The external lighting looks better. The clouds, the skies, the atmospherics, all of that, honestly, in my opinion, is improved. And this is going to be my first actual flight with the update, so hopefully everything goes all right, everything goes well, and everything looks good as well. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I've been seeing some of the other guys checking out the new update, and it's been looking good for other people, so I'm hoping that on my end it looks good as well. Element, welcome to the stream, man. Yes, you are first. What do you get for being first? You get free tickets to Sun Fun 2025. That's what you get. Yep. And then Cass, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Says Element cooked me in 2K. Don't worry, he cooked me too. Yeah, the pilot Blake's in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Random video editors is in the chat. Welcome to the stream, man. FO pilot Depth is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Moderific Quarter Block is in the house. Welcome to the stream, man. Jay Gonzalez, welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. All I hear is wind. Do you hear me? Are you guys getting on TikTok? Are you guys getting audio? Microphone audio? Matter of fact, I don't think you are. It does not look like you're getting microphone audio. Hold on. Yep, I know why. I think it's because it got disconnected earlier, and it's like, I don't know what microphone you're using. So you guys are hearing nothing I just said, but that's okay, because I'm fixing it right now. Part of the challenge, you know, of being live on multiple platforms. Alright, hit save on that, and you guys should be hearing me now on TikTok. Welcome aboard. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and on TikTok. I hope you're hearing me loud and clear. What is this audio right here? Is this game audio? Are you guys getting game audio as well? I can't listen back to what TikTok is hearing, sorry. But you should be getting game audio and my audio overlays. So let me see a Lima Charlie loud and clear 5x5 in chat on all sides, no matter where you're watching from. I want to say Huge thank you for hanging out with us today. Perfect timing. I always love having a flight sim stream going on my second monitor while I'm flying. Perfect, man. Where you heading to? Blake, where you flying to, man? We're all good now. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, Fluffy Rican. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that. Thank you for calling it out for me. All right, cool. Let's go and get started, guys. We are in the legendary, man. You guys know what it is. The Zibo 737-800, like the original Flight Sim 737. I feel like, I don't know, man. It's just such a... Anytime I get a chance to fly this plane, I feel like so nostalgic. Like, you guys have no idea how many hours I have in this bird. This was the go-to, the best, the pinnacle 737 for all flight sim for so long, leading up to Microsoft Flight Simulator coming out and then eventually PMDG coming out. Now, I haven't flown this in a while, but they're pretty close as far as quality. But anyways, we're gonna hop into the inside here. As you see, the lighting looks a lot better already, in my opinion. We are rocking. So I was trying to get the flight controller camera working. I haven't done the flight control camera in a while because it's like not been working. I think it might have something to do with the fact that I have like 20 USBs plugged in right now. Like, I have a ridiculous amount of USBs plugged into my PC right now, all through one USB hub, and I have a feeling that's probably what's causing it. Like, it's just the camera is one too many things to have in the hub. So sadly, we're not gonna have the flight control cams. But what I may do is get my phone and take a quick video of my flight controls once everything is turned on. We are using WinWing today. The WinWing autopilot panel that I just got. I have a video that is posted on that last week. I have the WinWing FMS as well, so I'll be using that. So if you see me like doing things, like I'm probably pressing things, right? We got the Thrustmaster, obviously, yoke and all that, and we got the pedals. So anyways, let's get started. We'll start from the top side. Oh, actually, we'll start from the EFB because we have that. We'll go to ground services. We'll go to GPU connect, set shocks. We'll go back. We'll go to start. Is it start flight leg? No, start ground crew services. That's what we want. And is that gonna bring JetBridge out for me, or do I have to do it myself? Let me check. I might have to do it myself. Let's go ahead and kill the music because I love the sounds of the Zibo, and it's been a while, so I wanna enjoy everything that Zibo has to offer today. Nathan, good evening to you as well, man. I hope you're doing well, bro. I hope you're working hard out there. Well, I should say, I hope you're not working too hard out there, man. I hope everything's going your way. Worthless Entertainment, good evening to you, man. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Captain Morpheus, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Y'all need to check out Captain Morpheus YouTube channel. Dude is wild. It's crazy. I'm embarrassed to say I just like started watching him like a week ago because I didn't know. I was not aware that it was popping off over there. So yeah, shout out to that channel. Love it, love it. All right, cool. JetBridge is connecting. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, cool. So as you can see, we got people's doing people's things. EA systems. We're not gonna welcome just yet because nobody's on the plane. Right. I'm gonna go back here. Home. Ground services. No. Yeah. No. That's good. I don't even know if my avatar is set up. I'm not gonna worry about it, to be honest with you, at all. So do I need to do this first? I don't remember. Let's get the plane powered on. Let's do that. All right, let's go to battery. It's just a Boeing at the end of the day. Here we go. Let's get the sounds turned on with some Zibo ASMR. All right, we got our heading status aligned to nav. Back down here, we'll go down and hit the fuel pump. 1A on. Then we will get our emergency lights set to armed. Our window heat on. Nice. I'm gonna stand by on the APU. We'll get fueled up first. Focus signs to auto. Seatbelt signs off. We'll get the position lights to nav. Logo lights on. And we're good to go there. All right, so beautiful. I mean, guys, I cannot... They don't pay me to say this. Matter of fact, I wish they did pay me to say this because I'm going to say it anyways. And it'd be like super easy money to make. But WinWing, I love this thing. Is it going to reach? I freaking love this thing. This autopilot panel. It's working in X-Plane, in the Zibo. I've only tried it on the PMDG up until now, and it's actually working in the Zibo. And then I have the FMS as well that's rocking. So we'll be using those. So let's get straight to that. Feel me? I'll go down here. I'm now hands on the FMC. Feeling FMC. Position initialization, we'll align here, so we'll go to the next page. That's TikTok being stupid. I'm not sure why, but we should be fine. Let me know TikTok if you guys having any issues, but we're good on my end. All right, cool. So we will select that left one, go back, drop that in. Our reference airport is Kilo Delta Echo. All right, Mike, come with me. Kilo Delta Echo November. Like, it's all the way over here, so I can't. All right, cool. Route. Now, I don't think you can import a route. Can you? I don't think so. Oh, I didn't tell you guys where we're flying today. We're flying Denver to San Antonio, Texas. Flight time is going to be 2 hours and 15 minutes block time, cruising at 37,000 feet, and that's all you need to know right now. So Kilo Sierra Alpha Tango. It says flight plan request. Can I import a flight plan in the Zibo? I don't think so. Zara, welcome to the stream. Where is Train Sim World? It's in my library. It's on Steam. It's on Xbox. We're just gonna do it manually because I don't think that works. I don't think that works. Let's go to departure. Wait. Oh, I just found an issue, chat. So even though the FMS does work, the button layout is different in the Zibo, at least in this particular configuration. Yeah. So like, I have init ref right here. Let's turn the sound down a bit. There's a lot going on out there. So I have init ref, right, top left. Moving to the right, I have RTE, which is the same. Right? Have climb is my next button, not departure arrival. So I guess I have to pay attention to what the sim is doing and not what my physical buttons are doing. Because I still have the same amount of buttons. They just don't say the same thing. That is so weird. Alright, so we're on departure arrival. We'll go departure. This is the tricky thing about Boeing, man. Like why are there so many different FMSs for the same plane? It makes no sense. It's why it's so hard for like developers to make like hardware for Boeing, because like it's not the same. It's not the same. Alright, so we're doing the Sabbath 2 via Veroni and 17 left. Oh, I forgot ATC's on, so we gotta talk to VATSIM as well. So hopefully it doesn't change. We'll check the ATIS and all that. Let's go back to departure arrival. Oh no, actually we'll go to routes, next page. And then from there we'll go direct to Papa November Hotel. Actually it's arrival now, so we'll go back to departure arrival. Oh wait. I wasn't paying attention. So it's Veroni to Papa November Hotel. And it gives these options. So it's Panhandle, which is the correct one. Now we'll go to departure arrival. Arrival San Antonio. And it's going to be the Papo 1. And it's going to be Pritzy transition for the ILS 31 left. And I believe it was a trunks. Let me check that. I think it's a trunks transition that I was planning on using. Yeah. Alright, cool. That's good. Let's go to the route. We'll activate that, execute that, and we'll now go to our finalization. And first we need to get our actual weight and balance and actually get loaded in the aircraft. So let's go to the EFB here. We'll go to payload. And for fuel today, we need 17,240 pounds. I should be able to click here. Yep. 17,420 pounds. Enter. Nice. For payload, which I'm just going to use 0 fuel weight. Or I should be able to just use 0 fuel weight. Let me check that. Payload total. Right? Should we use zero fuel weight in here somewhere? Am I pulling for Houston tonight? I'm assuming you're talking about college basketball. Yes, of course I'm pulling for Houston. I'm not really into college sports though, so to be honest, I don't care. If they lose, I won't change my life. But yeah, that's yeah. I'll just click here, I guess, and go payload total. I'll put what the payload says. I know my dad is really excited about it, and he never even went to college there. He just rooting for the team. All right, that should be good. All right. So does it just do it immediately when I hit that in? I think that's good. Let's go to ground services. I don't know. Do I have to ask them to like do things, or do they just do it? Where's the fuel page? I lost it. Ground service. Oh, fuel weight and balance. Duh. Airside. What is airside services? What is that? Not active. Load OFP. Huh, that looks interesting. There must be some kind of way to like link this to my sim brief. Let's check. While we're waiting for passengers aboard, let's go see if there's anything I need to fix. I know there's usually like the nozzle steering I have to change in here. Nozzle access on yaw. Yeah, I think that's what I want. Oh shoot. What's up, Jacob? Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. And we'll go back to that again. Just making sure again. I haven't flown this plane in. It's gotta be a year. I don't know. I'm not keeping track, but I can't remember the last time I flew this plane. Make sure our settings have not been botched. I did just update this today, so I think we're good. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. We're just waiting for that fuel to be loaded, and we can get our payload and all that. Oh, nice. You and Element are joining? Sweet, man. Yeah, flying from Denver to San Antonio. Fairly short flight. Again, I think air time, hour 45, block time 2:15. So we'll try to not take forever. So speaking of that, I don't think I can put any of that in yet. I wait for the fuel to be done. Is the fuel person still back there? Oh, yeah, they are. That's cool. Any idea when Bluebird will release the 757 and 767? No idea. No idea, man. But I am looking forward to Bluebird. You'll be flying the Challenges. I'm a little jealous, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I do want to fly that plane. I want to fly the Hot Start Challenger. I haven't flown it so long. I would have flew it today, but I need practice. There's certain planes that I have to actually like go and practice. Alright, so we're having a bit of an issue here, so let's see. Let's check our flight. So it looks like my speed brake is inverted, so let's fix that. This is what happens when you don't, fly a certain sim for a while. Alright, so that's going to be on my TCA 1 and 2. How's that inverted? That's why. And we'll invert that. Done. Alright, that's fixed. But our flaps are good. Trim's good. Alright, cool. That's all good. That is all good. That is all good. Man, I gotta say, just sitting in the cockpit though for the first time in a long time with the update, it does look better. It does look better. I'm not really here to compare it to Microsoft Flight Sim. Not anymore. They're both very different in their own way. They have a completely different way of doing things graphically. And so we just kind of have to understand that, appreciate that, and, people are going to have their preference on which sim they think looks better, and that's okay. I still think Microsoft looks better, but X-Plane is definitely, with this update, finally catching up as far as just visual fidelity. If that makes sense. And I'm not expecting them to ever look like Microsoft. Matter of fact, I don't want them to look like Microsoft. I want them to be their own. You know what I mean? Okay, that's weird. I want them to be their own. And honestly, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Hopefully it'll be soon. The Captain Sim 767 is horrible, and we need a 757 for the sim. I 100% agree, man. I do not recommend the Captain Sim anything. Except the Space Shuttle. The Captain Sim Space Shuttle was pretty good, actually. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. But yeah, lighting looks much better. Much more vibrant. The colors definitely pop better. Definitely pop better. I love this livery. This is the Freedom 1 Southwest livery. Now, what's really cool was I was looking up, today's flight, and this exact livery, I think it's tomorrow. This exact livery will be flying this exact route tomorrow. Ben Hoffman, yes, X-Plane looks a lot better. I agree. Look at it though, man. Matter of fact, while we're waiting. Oh wait, I think they're done. Okay, they are done. All right, cool. We don't have to wait anymore. No more stalling. Cool. So fuel is done. Let's go check our EFB. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, that's good to go. Let's go to the home page. We'll go to start flight leg. Actually, no, we'll do PA system welcome, and welcome back to Zibo chat.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, for the flight deck. Welcome aboard. They're going to be underway shortly for the first leg. These three wonderful flight attendants, give them their attention as we push and taxi. They're going to give you plenty of attention en route. Enjoy the flight. We'll talk to you once airport.
No graphics mods. I am not using a single graphics mod. Matter of fact, even before this update, I wasn't using any graphics mods because I just feel like I shouldn't need them. I want to get the APU started while we're doing the final touches on our FMS. Go to APU start. There it is. ETT's coming up. We'll give it a few seconds. Matter of fact, we'll go outside and take a listen to that. Should get a nice sound on it. There it is. We're starting up. The plane flew by at the worst time. Alright, I think the APU is done starting. It wasn't too loud, but actually, it's not done yet. Starting. Alright, we have to call ATC here in just a bit. Denver is online. Denver, see. There is an ATIS. I'll grab that real quick. Alright, there is APU gens going on. Boom. And boom. Alright, back downside. Alright, let's go ground. Planned fuel is. It says 17.4. I'm going to confirm that. 17.2. Our reserves 2.0. Cost index today is 30. Cruising at 37. There we go. All right, cruise winds. Cruise winds. We got. Cruise wind's gonna be 31726. And outside air temperature out here in Denver today, or tonight. Actually, I have the ATIS, so let me go ahead and use that. The 14009. Visibility is 10. Fuel at 22,000. Temperature is 10. Let's see, dew point -4. Altimeter is 2994. Departure runway 817 left, runway 25. Aircraft must reback heading or reback assignments heading or first waypoint with takeoff clearance. Read back all runway assignments. Hold short instructions. Blah blah blah. And we did a pushback. See, before calling for pushback, contact appropriate ramp control. Okay, so there is ramp control. Good to know. All right, so ground is on. We'll go over to 121.85 for that. Execute. That's 5. CG 5.25. 414348. Done. Alright, sweet. Alright, let's get some light back here. Notice the few little subtle differences in like in this aircraft versus like what you normally see like in the PMDG. Just like this little thing is different, and I believe the PMDG has these options to turn on, but by default usually most airlines don't use them. Alright, so we need to be on 121.85, and we'll get our, I think, did we get a PDC? We did actually, so we don't need to call for clearance. Let's check that PDC. PDC call sign Southwest 116. We are on Volanta. Username is BLU. If you want to add me and track my flights on Volanta, I'm flying all the time. Departure is Denver, destination San Antonio. Route is as filed. Yes, it is. Altitude 37,000 feet. Squawk 3755. 3755. We are almost ready for push, guys. Element Cass, how you guys looking? You guys got the planes loaded in, ready to go? 370. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 12765. Expect runway 8 for departure. Contact 121.85 with ATIS per push. All right, so they gave us runway 8. That's the only change they made, so that's not a problem. Let's go back to departure arrival. Oops, I'm sorry. It's that button. Departure arrival, runway 8. Same departure.
Denver ground, good evening. Speed 25 Charlie Delta, stand and fly. We got PDC down there.
But it did change our V speeds. All right, 1414348 is now for the V speeds. Let's go down here. Not there, not there. Down here? No? Yeah, actually down here. Where's my button at? There it is. All right, trim 5.25. All right, that's set. All right, chat, we are ready for pushback. All right, no fuel in the center. Let's get some lighting in here. Get some main panel lighting. Oh, okay, that's sick, guys. I know you can't. I don't have a flight control cam up, but like when I turned my main panel lighting on just now, this right here, that one, the lights on my physical wind wing autopilot. Let me see if I can change. I'm gonna have to bootleg my flight control cam. All right, so this is my. Oh crap! I just unplugged it. Oh no, I didn't. That's good. All right, I know it's not focused, but you'll get the point. So I'm gonna go here. I didn't show this in my video. So no, look at that. It turned on. Off. On. Off. That's cool. That's very cool. I was wondering, like, huh? Why is it dark? That is sick, man. Okay. All right. So we need to put our altimeter in, and we're ready to go. So I think it was 2998, right? That I said 2998. Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting this piece. 2998. That's good. And I think he told us after departure we're gonna get climb via SID. So we need to look at the SID, find out what our altitude is, if there is a restriction on it. There probably is, because they didn't say it in the clearance. Yep, 23,000 feet is our. Whoa, go away. How do I get rid of that? Every time that happens to me, I do not know how to get rid of it. How do I get rid of that? Yeah, help me. Help. How do I get rid of the checklist? If I click back in the slot it came from? Those dark cockpits were killing you last time? Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, Wendy. I'm telling you, Wendy. It's so much better. It really is, actually. When I saw the screenshots, I was like, okay, sure, let me see it for myself in my own sim. But no, it click on it again. I don't even know what I clicked to get it out here. Every time I fly this plane, this happens. I accidentally click the click spot for a checklist, and I can't figure out how to get rid of it. Go away. Maybe click the bar it's on. Oh, that was it. That was it. All right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, altitude 23,000 feet. So, you want to hear it? I know, that was weird. This is X-Plane.
Walker 495, Charlie 51, looking for push and start with Quebec.
Okay. Yeah, 22,000 feet is our altitude.
Walker 49.5, number ground, thanks for Quebec. Push and start approved, push straight back to the first line, call taxi.
Click on the bottom of it. We got it. Thank you guys. Alright, runway 8. Expecting the pushback. Nose right. But we'll request push and start first.
Push airways 25, Charlie Delta Heavy. Push and start approved. Push on to Bravo Sierra, face east.
Bravo Sierra, face east, to 5 Charlie Delta.
Alright, we do have Quebec as well. I was going to call them up. Oh, you know what? Does my push to talk? It should just work. It should just work. Let's see. And Charlie 44. Denver ground, Southwest 116 at Charlie 44, ready for push and start with Quebec.
Aircraft points, I call sign on.
Southwest 116.
Southwest 116, squawk normal.
I told you where I was at, but okay. I did not do that. Squawking normal, Southwest 116. The correct way to say it in the US is 116, not 116. I always messed it up because I fly in Europe a lot. And in Europe, you do the numbers individually. So it'd be 116 in Europe.
Southwest 116, reach cycles transponder, squawk 3755.
You know what? I probably didn't do that. That's what I didn't do. Probably stand by. I know for a fact I didn't do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, the number's wrong. Number's wrong. I was one digit off. Alright, squawking 3755, Southwest 116. Captain Lee!
Southwest 116, push and start approved, push straight back to the first line, call for taxi. And by the way, love the channel.
Straight back, Southwest 116, thanks for the push. And appreciate it. Alright, straight back. Let's go. We should be able to go ahead and tell them that we're ready to go. So we'll do start flight leg. Go up top, we'll get our beacon light on. Use that one. We don't need ground power, we're on the APU. Let's disconnect that. Remove GPU, remove, is my brake on? It is, alright, cool, brakes on. Talks off, better pushback, help me out, pre-plan. Be straight back.
Ground to cockpit, plan, acknowledge.
There we go.
Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Am I a fan of X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim? I mean, I've honestly leaned more on the Microsoft Flight Sim side for the past 4 years. But I still have I still hold on to X-Plane. I still believe in X-Plane. I still am rooting for X-Plane to improve and get better. And the good news is that the developers are listening. It's just that they're, you know, a fairly small team, so it is going to take them time to implement a lot of the things we want. Are those static planes or AI? Those are AI from Traffic Global. Why are they still here? Sam?
Denver ground, Southwest 2479, request 85 for clearance to the Springs.
Southwest 2425, Denver ground, clearance available, amendment advisory copy.
Ready, copy, Southwest 2427.
Southwest 2457, you're clear to the Colorado Springs Airport via the Spring 6 departure, or correction, Denver departure, radar vector is left C, then is filed. Maintain 10,000, expect 1 spot, or correction, expect 1,000, let limits after departure. Departure is offline, is called 0021.
Don't want that. Everything else should be good.
Clear to Colorado Springs Airport via the Denver 2 departure.
Alright, there you go.
Vectors left C, then as filed. Maintain 10,000. expect flight of 11,000, 107 for departure. Departure's offline, squawk 0021.
Southwest 2479, read back correct, device ready for push, expect runway 8 for departure.
I don't know what to, oh, you know what? I didn't.
Push now when ready, push.
I didn't ask for pushback.
Expect runway 8, Southwest
Ground
2479.
tow is
My
driving.
bad. I forgot I had to press that button. Oops. There we go. Now here comes the tug. Here comes the tug. Wait, that's a GPU. That's not a tug. Where's the tug?
Speed 25 Charlie Delta, taxi.
Speedbird 25, Charlie Delta with unheavy, runway 8, taxi via Bravo Sierra.
There he is. Can I check out your ATL mod?
Speed 25 Charlie Delta.
Maybe next time we fly X-Plane. No promises, but maybe next time we... Why is he emergency?
Walker 495 heavy, or taxi.
Oh my god.
Walker 495, runway 25, taxi via Charlie.
Check.
All doors and hatches are
Hold
closed.
on, we can't go
Ready
anywhere.
to connect.
Runway
Freaking-
25, taxi via Charlie November, Walker 495.
Freaking passenger opened up the emergency door.
Seatbelts on. After that photo. Thank you. Thanks for choosing Southwest Airlines. Slide it for your doors.
Yeah, somebody opened the door on us. Where are the doors at? Ground services, doors. Oh, left over wing. Why is that open? Who opened that? But yeah, maybe next time. I don't know when my next X-Plane stream's gonna be. And when I do my next X-Plane stream, I don't know what I'm gonna be flying. So, I've not planned that
So
far ahead.
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, see you out here, guys. Race, release, clear to push, still straight back.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
The safety information card can be found in your seat back pocket. In the event of a water evacuation, use a life vest under your seat. Only remove it if told to do so. Remove the pouch. Take
Come
off the
on,
vest.
Austin.
Place the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist.
Nobody wants your
Hands up
vegan
in front.
food.
Once outside the aircraft, pull on the red tab to inflate. To manually inflate, blow at the tube at your shoulder. Once again, please check to make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened. Seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright and locked position. And all your luggage is stowed, leaving the aisle clear. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is never allowed in aircraft lavatory.
Yeah, HD, I'm using the link you sent right now. This is the latest Zibo from the link you sent.
Aircraft lavatory, federal aviation regulations. Also require passenger compliance. With the lighted
Alright, let's fire the engines up, guys. Alright, let's do it. Beacon light is on. Yacht amper is on. We'll start with... Oh, we didn't even turn our packs on this whole time. We'll leave them off now. We don't need them. We need to bleed, though. Isolation valve is on auto. Trim air is good. 37,000 feet. It's going to go there. And... I think that's it, right? Starting 2. Alright, 2 is spinning up. 10% and 2. Turn the sound up in this one. Haven't heard a Zibo start up in a minute. See how she sounds. There's 20. Oh man, that's not what I want to do.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brakes set. Clear disconnect. Shows pin.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, here we go. Man, Zibo all day. Last time we flew the level up, I was very disappointed. Alright, so we have a good start. I don't know, like, why. I feel like the last couple of times I've flown the Zibo, I was kind of like, it was like anticlimactic listening to the engine start. Like, I feel like it was, maybe back then we were like more
Tow is
impressed.
disconnected and bypass
than
pin
we are
has been
now.
removed.
I don't
Hand
know.
signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Alright, starting 1. Go outside for this one. Right. I still gotta hit the 14. I don't think we're gonna get all of it. I messed up. I messed up. We don't have enough air. There we go. Yep. Still don't have enough air. I've done it like that before, but I guess this plane doesn't like it. Alright, let's go.
Speedbird 25 Charlie Delta, no further correction. Contact our tower 124.3.
24 3, Speedbird 25 Charlie Delta, cheers mate.
This plane looks good. And the new light is it, shout out to HD Sim. Shout out to HD Sim, man.
24.3, we'll see you. Good night, Walker 25.
Shout out to HD Sim. It was his suggestion for me to fly this bird today. And it's looking good in the new update, in the beta. Alright, we should have 2 good engines. We do. Let's go up top with those gens on. Gen 1 and Gen 2. Packs on, left, packs right. ISO's good, APU bleed off, hydraulic pumps on, propede on, no fuel in the center pump, APU's coming off, APU bleed is already off, I think we are good on that. Let's go to our flaps now, and get our flaps down to 5, is that 5? That's 5. Get my track IR put on my headset. Alright, flight control check. Right, left. Nice. That's working. Alright, chat, welcome back to X-Plane, man. It's been a long time. Okay. 230 is set, flaps are set, engines are up. I think we're ready for taxi. What do you guys think? Am I missing anything? I don't think we are. I think we're good to go. Zibo signs. Haha, good one. We did miss that one. Where are my Zibo signs? Oh, there they are. There you go. They're on. Thank you, man. Good call. Good call. Good call. We don't want to get fired today. Alright, V speeds are 148, we'll set that. And heading for runway 8 is 8083. And we'll set that to 30 degrees, and we're ready to go. Alright, let's call them up. Alright, Denver, Southwest 116, ready for taxi with Quebec.
Southwest 116, thanks for callback, runway 8, taxi via, let's see here, Bravo Sierra Mike.
Bravo Sierra Mike, Southwest 116. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it. Brakes release. Off throttle arm. VNAV armed. Let's go. I keep pressing my Microsoft Flight Sim buttons. That's why, like, you see me kind of like hesitating because I keep pressing my Microsoft Flight Sim key bindings to do stuff, and it's a little bit different. All right, Bravo Sierra Mike. Where's Bravo? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I see. All right, we're actually at Charlie Sierra. He gives Bravo Sierra. That's okay. But hopefully he knows that we're over here. All right, let's go. Oh, this plane. Let's see, man. I mean, so far on the ground, I've been impressed, right? One reason why I chose this airport is because...
Yep, so 116, my apologies, Charlie Sierra Mike.
How about that? Charlie Sierra, Mike. Southwest 116, no problem. Is Denver is one of like the newer sceneries for X-Plane, where it actually takes advantage of a lot of the new features of X-Plane. And so I very often fly in and out of Denver because I want to kind of see, like, you know, the best that X-Plane has to offer, right? And not fly some old X-Plane 11 scenery that hasn't been updated in 6 years. You know what I mean? Now, there's still going to be some issues here and there.
Southwest 479, ready for mission start.
Well, aircraft, say that again.
Southwest 2479, ready for mission start.
Southwest 2479, push start through, push straight back to the first line, taxi.
Alright, chat, welcome aboard this Southwest flight service from Denver to San Antonio, Texas. Flight time 2 hours and 15 minutes from block to block. We're in the Zibo 737 today. In the new X-Plane 12 beta, they've improved the lighting significantly. And we're checking it out today. Taking off from the southwest ramp. There's all the CRJs over there. Anybody in chat enjoying the Aerosoft CRJ lately? See some of the clouds up there. Get a little drive-by. Oh, hold on. Oh, whoa, okay. I gotta learn these cameras again. I gotta learn these cameras again. Where I get all fancy with it, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, try it again. Oh, she's beautiful. Wow. Alright, this is Charlie Sierra, but at Lima, so our taxiway is the next one. We are on VAT Sim today, guys, but some of the extra traffic you're gonna be seeing here, I might end up turning them off if they cause any issues. But we do have AI traffic as well, made by Traffic Global, which is a third-party plugin that plugs into X-Plane and gives you AI traffic. And the traffic do actually take off. They push back from the gates, they, you know, take off, go to wherever they gotta go and land. Look at this ice on the runway. Do I know if it's possible to configure multi-flight with the A350 for Wind Wing? Yes, I know it is. I'm pretty confident there is a profile out there already. Oh, CRJ wants to race. Okay. What's our speed? Only 16. We're supposed to be Southwest taxiing here. You can't let anybody out taxi us. Alright, Travis Charles, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Look at the mountains over there. Oh, looks good. Sadly, we're going the other direction. But we're heading eastbound, southeastbound. Let's set our auto brakes to RTO. We'll try the auto throttle again. Thoughts on Toby? Wait, Toby versus Track IR? Assumes what you mean. Toby's good, man. Toby's good, but I just prefer Track IR. A lot of people don't like that you have to wear something on your headset, and I completely understand that. And for that reason, you can try Toby, and it'll work for you. But I'm okay with it. I'm used to it, I guess. And I rather have the better accuracy that Track IR gives you versus Toby. Toby is good. Toby is very accurate. Don't get me wrong. Like when I talk about more accurate, like we're talking about like milliseconds, which is not important when you're doing like Microsoft Flight Sim.
116, contact Denver Tower, 124.3, we'll see ya.
24.3, Southwest 116. Have a good day, man. Thanks to ATC.
Yep, any stop, thank you.
I'll wait till we get there because I can't multitask right now. But yeah, like for regular flight sim, like what we're doing right now, it doesn't make a big difference. Like if you're using Toby versus Track IR. For me, my own experience, when I'm doing like DCS World or anything, I need to be very quick to look left to right, up and down, whatever. I need to be super responsive, like hyper responsive. Track IR is my go-to, man. All right, here we go. So I'm going to stop at runway 8 when it's contact tower here at Mike. Go ahead and get my departure frequency also pre-plugged in. Tower's on 124.3, so let's go do that. One, 2, 4.3. I do actually have a radio panel right here, but I can't reach it. So, what use is it, I guess, right? Departure for us today, if they're still online, let me check what was on our clearance earlier. Departure is on 12765. Is he still here? I think he's gone. I think departure's gone. Yeah, they're definitely gone. Okay, so we'll just hang out with tower then. We are ready, guys. We are ready. We're ready. Lights on. We'll ping the cap. Lights in. Seats for land or seats for takeoff. Continuous. Probes. All right, overhead looks good. Flaps are good. Auto brake is good. Chrono is good. All right, come up. Denver Tower, Southwest 116, holding short at runway 8 on Mike. Ready to go.
Southwest 116, Denver Tower, the wind's 15089, RNAV 2 kidding, runway 8 cleared for takeoff.
RNAV 2K, Southwest 116, runway 8 cleared for takeoff. Say 2K, is that what he said?
Southwest 116, just gonna confirm RNAV to kidding.
RNAV to Kitty? Oh, kidding. I see it. Sorry. RNAV kidding, runway 8 cleared for takeoff, Southwest 116.
First flight 1963, welcome to Denver, taxiing northbound on Fox Circuit, northbound on Mike, contact ground 25.
Dude's mocking me. Mocking my 2K skills, apparently.
Northbound on Mike, will contact ground.
2K on the mind, for real.
1963, have a nice evening.
I got 2K on the mind, for real. Alright, let's do this. First takeoff in X-plane in the lone sign. I'm excited. Runway 8, Denver to San Antonio. Southwest 116 is the call sign. Clear left. We are sitting at about 5,340 feet elevation here. Oh, look at the traffic behind us. Are we holding a line up? Jesus Christ. I would do a roll and start then, in that case. Let me see if my toga button works. Hopefully it does. And toga. No? Nope, doesn't work. Alright, let's go. Aerial speed live. Whoa, rudder.
80 knots. V1, rotate.
Denver Tower, good evening. Clear flight 1964, 7 out for 123.
You're up.
Pursuit 1964, Denver Tower, good evening. The wind's 170 to 14, runway 17 right clear left.
Unable to find view ID 17.
Southwest 116 departure is offline. Frequency change
1000.
approved. Have a nice night.
Oh, it's the departure of the Southwest 116. Thank you. Good night. That's me a right turn here. It feels different. Flaps up.
American 1638, welcome to Denver, taxi Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo, contact ground 0.85.
Nav.
Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo over to ground for American 1638.
We're flying it by hand because It's been a while since I've flown the Zibo 737 in X-plane, and I don't want to be surprised when we're trying to land it. So, want to get some hand flying time, and then we'll catch outside view once we go on autopilot. Here in a little bit, but flaps are already up. Gear is up and off. We're passing 8,600 feet. LNAV is armed, VNAV is armed. For whatever reason, our auto throttle is not, though. I don't know why that is. It armed, but then it shut off for some reason. I don't know. It happens to me all the time. There's something I'm missing in like my takeoff like procedure that like it kills my auto throttle. It doesn't. It's not just this plane. It also happens in the PNG as well. Alright, we're above 10,000 feet. Command A. Auto throttle? No? Okay. Try again. There it is. I think maybe because I firewalled my throttle. Why are we descending? Alright, we're good. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Oh, what's going on with my cloud shadows down there, though? Y'all see that? And flyby. Oh, I missed that. Oh, that looks sick. Wait, what is that view? Is that a new one? Was that a new flyby camera? Why is auto throttle off again? I don't understand why my auto throttle keeps cutting off. What's up, Benjamin? Good to see you, man. Alright, well, since we're clear up to our final cruise of 37,000 feet, or is it 39? I think it's 39, 37, one of those. We'll scroll it up either way. Nice and fast. Let me see.
Correct your flight 1964, welcome to
37.
northbound on Mike and say parking.
Alright, up to 37,000 feet, LNAV is on. We're on autopilot. And again, for some reason, my auto throttle keeps unarming itself.
Flight 1964, ground just closed. You can stay with me.
I don't really understand why.
Okay, stay with you, Frontier Flight 1964.
But we're good. We're good. We're good. It did it again.
Southwest 2479, ready to go. Southwest 2479, Denver Tower, good evening. The wind's 17012 on departure, flight heading 105, runway 8.
Go to auto here, auto. This will stay the same.
On departure, flight heading 105, cleared for takeoff.
And we'll release the cabin, and we'll try auto throttle again. I don't know what's causing it.
1964, I don't know if it's some sort of setting.
That's because I don't have a speed selected.
But just make sure that you keep your mode Charlie on until you are parked at the gauges so that we can keep track of you more easily.
Let's try speed and ravine and see if there's anything.
Frontier Flight 1964, whenever you're able, just let me know where you're going to be parking.
What's up, Blaze Gamer? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well.
Denver Tower United 531. Now that ground's off, is ramp still controlled? Do you want us to call for push?
Ramp is indeed still controlled. Was that, I'm sorry, I didn't catch the call sign. It was United.
Bring that down a little bit. There we go. Alright, there is 18,000 feet. We'll now go standard on the left and standard on the right. Alright, sweet. Yeah, only issue I'm having right now is auto throttle won't stay on. And I'm not sure why that is. Select on your IAS. It should be doing 280 MCP. That's the target speed. 16,000 at Pac-Man. What are we at right now? 19. We alt intervene on that. Hold the switch for 6 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. No way. I'm pressing the button, it just keeps coming back down. Okay, HD. MEL auto throttle is a nightmare. I mean, I'm basically flying a CRJ if I can't get if I can't get that. Okay, there it is. I did my mouse that time. It worked. Oh, there's Element getting his IFR. Oh, did it? Is it because did I bump my throttle or something? Am I bumping my throttle? Let me see. Let's see, hold on, HD. Hello? Yo. Go in the settings, okay. Auto throttle, engage, lock throttle. Is that one? Is that what you're talking about? Make sure it is on or it's off. Let's see, smart autopilot MCP knobs, gateway power, guarded covers, external payload. Did I lose it? I saw it, yeah, I saw auto throttle, engage, lock throttle. Okay, it's on now. I only see one auto throttle thing in here. I see auto throttle engage, sync hardware throttle only, virtual yoke auto center, Bruner hardware. I think this might fix it. So far, it's not gone back off. So I think it's good. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That was HD Sim. Shout out to him for helping me fix that. Yes, I think yes, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it fixed it. So now it's working. Now it's working. I was about to say, man, if we don't have auto throttle, we're basically flying a CRJ at this point. But I think we're good to go now, guys. We may be good to go. We'll watch it. We're about 80 miles away from our top of the descent, up at 37,000 feet. But other than that, we should be all right. Yep, quick save. Quick save. Go back outside from the flyby, and then we'll do some outside angles and see what the lighting looks like out here. They didn't change the contrails. That's one thing they have not changed, is the contrails. I love this delivery though. Go back and quick save it? What do you mean by that? In here? Quick save? Like go to save? Oh, where's that? Like here? Oh, quick save. Got it. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We should be good now. We should be good now. Oh yeah, this is the angle right here. Well, sadly, we're not flying over the mountains heading westbound today, but we are flying over the plains. Man, it looks good. It looks. What do you, chat? What do you think, though? I mean, I think that looks good. I think that looks good. Yeah, so thankfully the issue wasn't that like I had done something wrong necessarily. It was just a Zibo setting causing the issue. But no, man, this looks good, bro. Oh, so I heard somebody mention, Mambas is saying about the level up. I think it was Captain Lee was in chat who was saying he likes the level up better. I disagree. Maybe, I don't know if that's popular or unpopular opinion, but I flew that thing the day it came out, and I was disappointed. I was disappointed in the functionality of it. I was disappointed in just everything. Nothing really was up to, but they took all this time to make this level up 737 family, and it's just in my, I don't know, to me it's just not better than this. It's not better than the Zibo. Yes, you get more variants. That's really the only benefit that I see to the level up personally. Now, is there potential? Absolutely, there's potential to be better and whatnot. But I don't know. I prefer the Zibo, man. I do. It was busted on launch, but it's better now. Gotcha. I'm good. I got my 737. I'm not in the market for another one. Level up needs some more work, but it's better than before. Good to know, though. That's good. Well, thank you for letting me know, because my first impression was my last impression, and my first impression was very bad. So my opinion of it was based on my last impression that I had of it, which was my first impression. So yeah, but yeah, I think I still have it installed. I have not updated it, but I still have it installed from last time we flew it. But I don't have any. Like I don't care to try to fly it again. Our landing lights are still down. They're off, but they're down. Let's go ahead and retract them. We'll go back outside and relax again.
You can go across the lines however you need to. Once you're out of the ramp, you can. Alright, got you that. 3531, thanks.
What's up, Matt? This is X-Plane 12, my friend. This is not Microsoft Flight Sim 24. This is X-Plane 12. What's up, glow stick guy? Welcome to the stream, man. Yes, we're flying the Southwest Airlines Freedom 1 livery. And again, I was kind of mentioning this earlier, but this exact flight we're doing today is based on a real-world flight that is going to take place, I believe, tomorrow morning between Denver and San Antonio. And when I was looking at the flight, I noticed that it showed that the Freedom 1 livery was going to be flying on that route. And I was like, oh, this is a good chance to fly Freedom 1. So I went ahead and had to go find the livery again because I didn't have it installed, and I got it installed, and now we're rocking it today. Because I was going to do Lone Star 1 because we're flying to Texas, which is the Southwest Texas flag, but I thought I'd go ahead and fly this one instead. What am I running for ortho? I am using a mixture of V states, the OG V states that doesn't exist anymore, and my own ortho that I generated myself using Ortho 4XP. I don't use auto ortho. I tried it a while back. Now again, I've not really been super active in X-Plane the last few months, since Microsoft 24 came out. So there may be improvements to some of these mods that I'm talking about today, and I just haven't tried them. You know what I'm saying? So like, for example, Auto Ortho, which is a mod, a plugin you can download for X-Plane that'll basically stream ground textures for you, right? Orthographic textures for you. But I didn't have a good experience with that when I tried it. But when I tried it, that was probably 1 or maybe even 2 years ago now. It's been a long time. But I just wasn't happy with the quality I was getting from Auto Ortho. And so I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to delete all this, and I'm just going to install whatever I want to install for myself. For the United States, I pretty much have most of the United States covered in orthographic imagery, which is taking about 4 terabytes. Around 2 to 3 terabytes, maybe 4. I don't know exactly how much, but it's like terabytes worth of freaking storage on my external hard drive right now that I'm using. which is why I was trying to avoid that by using auto ortho. How am I doing this cinematic cam? I'm just pressing the keys with my hand right now. I'm just holding left control and what is that button? A right now, which is rotating the camera on the orbit. Just holding it down on the keyboard. I do have a cinematic camera that I did create using X camera. If we go to this camera here, not that one, this one. Yeah, this is a cinematic camera that I actually created myself with the X camera plugin. So I'm actually don't have to press anything for this one. It just does it on its own. Is X-Plane 12 Microsoft Flight Sim 2024's competition? In a way, yeah. Yeah, it is. Microsoft is definitely winning the competition, if there was a competition. But, yeah. Tiffany, welcome to the stream. How's the flight going? It's going pretty good so far. I'm actually really enjoying the graphics. I thought there was like a sun glare. Is that only from the inside view? It's like an orb ball. I still want that lens flare, that cinematic lens flare effect when looking at the sun. Apparently they have not added that. But I think I saw it on the inside view though. Yeah, lens flare. If you are unhappy with the auto ortho quality, you can set the minimum zoom level so the weird patches of really low zoom level go away. Gotcha. I don't know, man. I'm so tired of modding these flight sims, to be honest with you, man. Like, I feel like the flight sims need to be doing that. You know, anybody else feel that way? Like, we spend so much money and time, man, on modifying our flight sims to get them where we want them to be, and all for an update to break them eventually. So I don't know. Right now, what you're looking at, the only mods I have in my X-Plane right now is the plane, so the Zibo 737. That's a mod. All my ortho, of course, is a mod, which I cannot fly without. Like, I hate flying over X-Plane when I don't have ground textures, and so I usually only fly in the areas that I have ortho for, or I'll go and I'll generate more. I still have space to generate more, and so I have patches of ortho all over the world. Not the entire world, right, but I have patches all over. Like, I have most of the US, I have some bits of Mexico, I have a little bit of Canada, I have a lot of Europe. I have, I think I did Dubai not too long ago for a flight. I have some Australia. I don't think I have any New Zealand. I can't remember. But I have a few areas that I like to fly in that I download ortho for. It takes time, right? Like I just mentioned, like all these modifications that you do, they all take so much time. And a lot of times they take storage. And sometimes it costs you money as well. You got your auto ortho running smooth for a while, so we can talk. All right. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm interested in diving back into that. We'll see. I'll check out how you do it, and if it's a hassle, I'm good. You know what I mean? What's up, Sawyer? Aviation, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome back, bro. Yes, sir. We're back in X-Plane 12 today, the beta. Where do I get this livery? You can get this livery from the X-Plane forum. The way I found it is I googled Southwest Zibo. Zibo Freedom 1 is all I googled. Matter of fact, I just added my history. There it is. I could drop the link in chat for those who want it. I think I can put this on TikTok too. There you go. There's a link to livery if you want it. Super dope livery by the legend J.V. Aviation. He makes great liveries for both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim. He's a goat, man. Homie 7478, been following for a while on here and on YouTube. I have a question if you don't mind me asking. Yeah, man, send it. What do you got? Let me know, man. I know. I'm sorry. So that's what I said, man. I'll never forget X-Plane. You know what I mean? Like, I know I fly a lot of Microsoft Flight Sim. I fly a lot of DCS World, but I'll never forget X-Plane. I might not fly it sometimes, but never forget. I'm still on X-Plane's side. I'm still rooting for them. I still want them to do well and do better. If it sounds like I'm complaining, it's because I care. You know what I mean? And I know that sometimes, from time to time, that people who make decisions at X-Plane might be listening. You know what I mean? If you guys haven't seen me and XP's podcast from last year, we had a really good interview with one of the top guys at Laminar Research, talking about the future of X-Plane. This is a few updates ago, but they're definitely working really hard towards making and improving X-Plane. So I think that, honestly, in my opinion, the only thing I feel like is left is the ground. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but yeah, if they could find a way to stream ground textures in the way that Microsoft does it, we'll have a real competitor to Microsoft. That's the only way I would say it's like a legit, like real competitor to Microsoft, if they can figure out how to get that. You know, I know that Microsoft has a big advantage, right? Because they're Microsoft, right? They already own Bing and Bing Maps. So if X-Plane somehow could convince Google, here's the thing too, is that it's not just Google and Bing that actually provide orthographic data. There's other sources that they could, you know, other commercial sources they could get that from. So if they could figure that out, because I want to, I like a lot of the planes in X-Plane. X-Plane has a lot of great aircraft, but I find myself going back to Microsoft time and time again. Do I have file on X camera community for the one you are using right now? I don't. I honestly don't even know how to do that. If you showed me how to do that, I could definitely upload my X camera settings to the X camera community. I have X camera files for pretty much every plane that I fly, and most planes I fly have some sort of cinematic camera that I built into that. I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. That's why I was really excited for Chase Plane on Microsoft Flight Sim, because I like to be able to create a lot of different camera options, and then, you know, put those on my keyboard and stuff. But again, this is a complete all automatic cinematic transition I'm using right now. The way I missed your comment, homie. Let me see what you say. I missed your comment, homie. What'd you ask me? And I can't scroll up for some reason. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Let's see. On Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 in the career mode, when you unlock the airline portion of the game, is real life flights from that day, or how does it work? I saw your video a few days before the game got released. I just want to know how it works. The way you explained it on YouTube, you liked it, but wish you could explain more to me. It was a hit and miss. Gotcha. So the way I understand it, now I don't know if it's actually working the way they intended it, but the way it was explained to me when I was at the Microsoft event was that the airline missions in career mode for Microsoft Flight Sim are supposed to be, I guess they're, I don't know, are they based on every day? I don't even know, to be honest. I just know they're based on real airline routes from various locations, but I don't know how often those routes are updated. For example, like say for example one day you're on Microsoft Flight Sim's career mode and you see, hey, there's a flight from Denver to Seattle, for example. Now every day the Microsoft Flight Sim missions, I think at 0-100 Zulu every day the missions cycle, right? They kind of repopulate. Now when they repopulate, I don't know if the airline missions like change or if they just stay the same. I don't actually know. So sadly, the answer to your question is I don't know exactly how they rotate, but I know that they are based on some airline. They don't say which airline, but some airlines' real world routings and stuff like that to create those missions. But honestly, I haven't spent a lot of time flying airliners in career mode. I just don't enjoy it personally. I just don't enjoy it. I agree with that, Major Aviator. The flight model debate between Microsoft and X-Plane has obviously been a big debate for a very long time. But I feel like today speaking, it's closer than ever. And I also believe, though, that it's very dependent on the plane. Like, it's not like you can't just say Microsoft's flight model sucks, period, because it depends what you're flying. And some third parties have gotten really good at making their flight models close to, you know, the real things they possibly can. So it depends, man. It depends. All right, so Albuquerque Center's calling us. So we'll hit them up. I'm not seeing them on my map, but maybe they just hopped on. 132.8. Let's do that. Yeah, I need to find a better place for my radio panel because right where it's at right now is kind of inconvenient. Alright, that's good. 132.8.
Had a bunch of.
Alright, chat, we are 1 hour and 16 minutes away from our destination.
Delta 1450, for the contact business reported decided by the ping 10 Phoenix is landing west.
Oh, discontinuity?
Altimeter 2995.
Oh, shoot. We do. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Good evening, sir.
We should be going direct to E&H. Wow. See what happens when you don't check your flight plan, guys?
Delta 2282, check it in. Yeah, for Delta 2282, and we're behind Delta 1450.
Alright, that's fixed. No wonder we're getting this weird thing here. I noticed, I was like, why is that showing up there? Alright, VNAV, LNAV. Back on. Alright, that's good now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a rookie mistake. What a rookie mistake. Alright, let's call them back up.
Hey, from Delta 1450, you can descend by the ping 1 Alpha.
Question for me, if you could rate DCS, Microsoft Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, and X-Plane, what would be your favorite and in order? Ooh, that's a good question. Stand by on that, Major Aviator. Albuquerque Center, Southwest 116, flight level 370.
Southwest 116, Albuquerque Center, in contact level 370, 50 miles northwest of the Panhandle, you are.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Let's think about this. Alright, that's easy. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024.
And you can proceed direct Zibo.
Oh, he puts 2024 and 2020 in that mix. Okay, so 2024 is my number one.
Proceed direct Palm Springs, you are.
Followed by OS. I'm trying to pick between DCS and 2020. Let's just go with DCS. No. Okay. 2024, 2020, DCS, X-Plane 12 in that order. That's my favorite flight sims in order. Yes, we are on VetSim right now. You'll never convince people X-Plane is better, even though it is, as long as they update the FMC. Yeah, I mean, there's people who are they just prefer X-Plane. Again, it kind of comes down to preference at the end of the day, man. And it's gonna be more and more like that, because as X-Plane improves and closes the gap, like visually, and as Microsoft improves and closes the gap on systems and flight model, right? It's just gonna be down to preference. It's gonna be down to preference and availability. And honestly, I think Microsoft is gonna win on the availability side. Microsoft is much more accessible
Southwest 2934
than X-Plane is, except on a Mac. If you're a MacBook person or a Mac computer person, X-Plane is the only flight sim you can play, unless you have like a Windows mirror thing. So That's how I got an X-Plane originally, was that I had a MacBook Pro, and that's the only sim that I could fly. When I found out that there was a flight sim that ran on when I found out that there was a flight sim that ran on a MacBook and found X-Plane, I was like, oh yeah, it's on, right? And then eventually I ended up getting the PC and getting into X-Plane on PC, and then finally Microsoft Flight Sim. Good order, except for Adam says for him it'd be DCS last. Yeah, I mean DCS is a very specific taste, right? Like not everybody likes fighter jets or flying fighter jets. I think more people would appreciate fighter jets if they actually flew the missions, if that made any sense. Because like if people who fly fighter jets, not all people, no, not all, because we had a really cool squad we flew with last year, but many people who fly fighter jets on like Microsoft Flight Sim or X-Plane don't really know what they're doing, for lack of better words. Like they're kind of just out there to do aerobatics and do low passes and do Top Gun things, and then that's only fun for like a couple hours, right? That's not long lasting. You're not going to come back to do that. Not very few people have downloaded and bought X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim specifically to fly a fighter jet. There's other things in aviation people probably prefer, but DCS obviously is the go-to if you really want the full experience of all that. No, Andy, for me, I rate 2024 over 2020 because I have not been having the issues that a lot of people are having in 2024. Right now, my 2024 is running very smooth, and I prefer it over 2020. In fact, I only fly 2020 because I feel like I have to. It stresses me out saying that too. Like I feel like I am held hostage by 2020, and I have to play 2020 against my will. What do I mean by that? PMDG. Yes, you, Mr. Randazzo.
1216, I'm going to contact 40 miles northeast of Tucson, beware.
Who? I think I said Delta 116. My call sign wrong? Because I'm definitely not Delta. Let me check. Is there a Delta 116 on frequency? Was that last call for Southwest 116?
Negative, Delta 1216, not Southwest 116.
Gotcha. What was I saying? Nothing about DCS, probably? No, I was talking about being held hostage. Yeah, PMDG. So I feel like I'm hostage because I want to play 2024. I want to play the newest flight sim, the sim we waited all these years to play. I want to play that one. The one that we've been sold the dream of how good and amazing and how improved the new sim is. I want to fly that. The one I spent my money on. Actually, I didn't pay for it. Yeah, I didn't actually. Did I pay for it? I did pay for it. I did. I got a free one, but I actually paid for it instead. Anyways, so that's not the point. The point is, I want to fly the newest flight simulator, the next generation flight simulator, but I'm forced to fly 2020 because people like PMDG have not yet updated their planes. And so if I want to fly 737 or 777, I have to play 2020. If I want to use chase plane, I got to use 2020. If I want to do, what else is out there that I can't use anywhere else? There's a bunch of planes, right, that are not yet 2024 compatible, and I feel like I would rather use those planes. I love those planes. I enjoy those planes. I'd rather use them though on the new sim, not the old sim. And I know it's gonna take time, but guys, it's been 4 freaking months, man. In 4, you know how many new planes we could have got in a time that we're waiting for planes to just be updated for Microsoft 2024? iFly, perfect example. Like, we're going on, what, 5 months. We're going on 5 months or something like that since Microsoft 2024 released. And we're still waiting for planes to be updated to the new sim. I'm like, in that same amount of time, those same developers could potentially have created a completely new plane. That's crazy to think about. Sergeant, as close as I want, man. Not gonna lie, Peak DCS is a nice early morning op with a squadron. Peak DCS? You mean like flying early morning ops? Yeah, it is. Like when the sun comes up, it's amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, Phoenix took 7 days, bro. Phoenix is holding down the fort. Phoenix is the fly-by-wire of 2024. Remember back in Microsoft 2020 where fly-by-wire came out and modified the A320 Neo, and that literally carried the sim for the first couple of years of its life while we were waiting for other high-fidelity planes. Well, I feel like that's what Phoenix is doing. Phoenix has become like, I know fly-by-wire is still around and their planes are actually still supported in 2024, so they're doing their thing. They're killing it. Like, shout out to them. But Phoenix, like, everybody's flying the Phoenix. Like, we're flying the Phoenix so much that we're actually getting tired of flying the Phoenix. You know what I mean? Adam says no ortho down there. Yeah, there's no ortho down there. It's just a line between two ortho panels. Wait. Actually, no, there is no ortho there. This is a gap in my ortho. So for chat, for those who want to know what default X-plane looks like, that's it. With no ortho. We're about to fly out of it. So it's like one tile I don't have. Yeah, that's what it is. One tile. Hey man, it's hard to get every single tile. It is. And this is like, this is flyover. This is literally the top tip of Texas and Oklahoma. Like, I will never land here. You know what I mean? So it's not a big deal if I got a little bit of missing ortho. Not a big deal. But again, I can show you guys what the difference is. It's actually not that big. Like, the auto ortho is pretty accurate as far as like, yeah, it's a bunch of farm out here. It's more like it looks like pajama pants, right? Am I wrong? Doesn't it look like pajama pants pattern down there? And then that over there is what the actual ortho looks like, which is also looks like pajama pants. So it's actually not that far off. Yeah, the auto gen is actually not that far off at all.
Runway 26 are closed. You're in the runway 21.
Yeah, man. So far, so good, chat. So far, so good. She looks good. She looks real good. I would like to fly X-plane more often. A few planes that I want to fly in X-plane. I want to fly the King Air from Air 4 Labs. I want to fly the Citation. I think the Citation CJ1. I flew it. Well, how long ago was that? A few weeks ago I flew it, but I actually loaded that one back up in the current beta, and some planes that need to have an update after this beta, because like the cockpits just don't look like, the light doesn't look quite right on the planes. Because what happened is a lot of developers, because they know how dark the lighting was on X-plane, they kind of did their own magic, right, to make it look better based on the current state of the sim. And so those people sadly have to go back and like fix their plane textures now. So like the what's the guy's name? The one who makes the E-jets, they gotta fix those. I think the Citation needs to be fixed. It looked a bit off to me when I looked at it the other day. I haven't looked at the King Air yet, but I do want to fly that. I probably need to fly the TOLUS 330 again. Oh, that's what I should have flew. I'm probably gonna fly that next time I fly. I might fly that next time we fly. I don't know when we're gonna fly X-plane again. I'm not making any promises, but next time we fly X-plane, I might fly the A330 from TOLUS and see what that looks like in the new update. Element says the Live to Air CJ3 drops on May 1st. Oh yes, I need to fly the Hot Start Challenger too. How's it going? I know you guys are flying right now. How's that thing looking? Interforce 100 says I'm old school. The landscape gives me homemade blanket vibes. That's a good one too. Like the one that your mom stitches, or your grandma, your mama, the one your mama stitches. Yeah. That's exactly what it looks like. That is exactly what it looks like. That's good. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot. Again, X-Plane has a lot of great planes. Oh, don't even mention the Flight Factor 777, right? XP flew that a couple days ago. It looked amazing. Roger Wilson says, I'm just getting into this and I have a question. Is the map exactly like real life? Trying to find out how to explain this to you. So, I don't know if you're talking about specifically this flight sim or all flight sims, but X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim are the top flight sims in Flight Sim, right? You got X-Plane 12 and you have Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Every airport in the world is in the simulator, all right? Everything is full size, full scale. So if you want to fly LA to New York, that's gonna take you, what is it, chat, like 4 or 5 hours real time. And yes, the map is correct. Now in Microsoft Flight Sim, you can actually look down to ground and see like a map, right? Like a Google Map-ish type of image, which is called orthographic imagery. And yes, that is an actual map. In X-Plane, they don't use a map. It's more of a auto-gen like technology. It's like it's giving you like kind of what it looks like in the area, but it's not the actual image of what's in the area. They call it auto-gen. So you may see like a generic farm image versus the real farm. You might see a generic, I don't know what else. It's mostly farm. A generic mountain versus the real mountain. But they do have streets and stuff, and all those streets are completely accurate. Every street is actually there. Every intersection is actually there. All the lights and stuff like that are actually there. So yes, to answer your question, yes, the map is real. But in X-Plane specifically, which is the flight sim we're playing right now, this one does not come with these maps you see underneath this, which is actually called Ortho. You have to download these separately, and it takes a lot of space to do so. So if you're looking for this experience out of the box without paying any extra money, go to Microsoft Flight Sim. Sadly, that's what I have to tell you. We're coming up to the Panhandle. Actually, flying over Amarillo, Texas, as we speak, right here, over the Panhandle VOR, and we're getting a little bit of mountains. It's not really mountains; it's more just kind of like rocky lands, like low plateaus. I wouldn't really consider these mountains at all, but it does look kind of nice. It's better than all the farm we were just looking at. Does that answer your question, Roger? Okay, good. I'm glad. I was trying to figure out how to explain it to you, because you did say, hey, I'm new to this. I want to make sure that I was clear about what's going on here. So yeah, for this type of experience we're looking at right now, we can look down at the ground and say, hey, that's freaking Old Man Jenkins farm right there in Panhandle, Texas. You can do that, yes. But if you want that experience out of the box, you have to get Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. But you can make it happen in X-Plane as well. That's what we're doing today. Old Man Jenkins. Oh, so yeah, Element Cats, how's that Challenger treating you? Is it pretty good? I haven't flown that thing in so long. I gotta relearn how to fly it. I think that right there is Amarillo, Texas. Speaking of maps, this is what I was just talking about. There is Amarillo, Texas. I've been there before. It's been a long time. I think I drove up there. Not fun. Not a fun drive.
Delta 1450, you're clear to venture by 25 left approach.
I've actually not gone on a road trip in a while. Ooh, look at that. Look at that little area up there. Now, one of the things, the differences between, again, this is a mod, right? This is not out of the box. The differences between getting ortho, at least your own ortho, in X-Plane versus the automatic streamed ortho you get in Microsoft Flight Sim is that with X-Plane, because a lot of times you can build ortho yourself. It's a process, right? It's not hard. You just need a hard drive space and a couple of YouTube tutorials. But as I look in the distance, look how high quality those like ridges and stuff like that are in the distance. If this was Microsoft Flight Sim, that would be noticeably very blurry. X-Plane still does a similar feature where in the distance it does lower the quality of images in the distance, but it's not as aggressive as Microsoft Flight Sim. So you can actually look off far in the distance and see fairly high quality. Like if I just zoom down, I think what we're flying over right now is probably zoom level 15 or 16. ETA, we are 49 minutes out from San Antonio, Texas right now. Actually flying directly over Amarillo. Yeah, very nice population. It was really cool, huh? Yeah, so in Microsoft, sadly, because everything's being streamed to you through the internet, and you're not getting super high resolution images to begin with, you may look lower quality. Let's make sure we're still following the flight plan here, because we had an issue earlier. Yeah, we're good. 37,000 feet. We're doing Mach 0.78. Everything's looking good at the moment. Let's go ahead and do. We should have done this earlier. We'll do our a level off announcement. Gonna do it. X-Plane 12, Ortho 4XP, MSFS. Yes, 100% Adam. 100%.
116, notice this is south, Fort Worth offline. Your services are terminated. Free change advisory is approved. Good night.
Frequency change approved. Southwest 116. Good night.
Delta 1450, wind calm, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Yeah, we're looking good, guys. We're looking good. Looking good. Bring that back down. But yeah, I say this every time I play X-Plane, but it's good to be back, man. It's going back to X-Plane to me, because that's kind of where my PC flight sim started. Going back to X-Plane is like returning back home after like living out of state for college. You know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe I get. That's kind of the vibe I get from it. Yeah, XP is nostalgia, man. But it's cool because, like, the great thing about X-Plane is that it's not dead, man. The X-Plane is very alive. X-Plane is very alive. There is a strong community backing X-Plane. It might not be the majority, right? But there are some passionate men and women who are still playing X-Plane, still flying X-Plane, still making, you know, content for X-Plane, making liveries, making airports, making everything, right? We need more, of course, and I think that's really where the larger, like, in the bigger picture, we need more people making more things in X-Plane. We really do. Because lately, it's been X-Plane themselves making updates to the sim, which is good. We need the people who make the sim to continue to improve and push the sim forward, and they've been doing that. And so is Microsoft, right? Microsoft does that too, but Microsoft has thousands of other people making third-party sceneries and add-ons and utilities that are continually also making the sim better. X-Plane, on the other hand, which it used to be that way for X-Plane, right? Before Microsoft came on the scene, you know, everybody was, I should say everybody, but a lot of people were on X-Plane, making sceneries, making texture mods, making anything you could think of, anything you could complain about on X-Plane, there was a mod to fix it, you know. And since Microsoft came out, you know, everybody's kind of chasing the money, and they're going over to Microsoft trying to get that good money over at Microsoft. So, but we need more people. We need more sceneries. I'm still disappointed, man, that we haven't gotten more X-Plane 12 sceneries, like good quality X-Plane 12 sceneries. And we've gotten a few good planes, and I'll admit sometimes a plane comes out and I'm like, man, I wish they made that plane in Microsoft, right? But if they keep making the sim better, if they keep making X-Plane better, I won't be saying that anymore, right? I'll be happy to fly anything in X-Plane. I agree. I want both sims to keep getting better. I agree. Do I think that the Bluebird 787 will be out first before Flight Factor? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, let's look at Bluebird first. Bluebird is currently working on a 757. We know when they finish the 7.5, they'll eventually start working on the 7.67. After they finish the 7.67, they'll then work on the 7.87. I think we'll see the flight factor 787 first on X-Plane because he has less projects in the way. He has a 777 he's working on right now, and after the 777 he goes straight to the 7.8. But he is also collaborating with Tolis on the A350, right? But so yeah, I think we'll see 787 on X-Plane before we see it on Microsoft Flight Sim. All right, Joyce Woodland, you have a great night as well. Thank you so much for the kind words. Roger says, between the two, which is the easiest to learn? Microsoft. I don't even need to read the rest of that question. Microsoft is much easier to learn. You tried Microsoft years ago and crashed. Yeah. Microsoft has, well, actually X-Plane has it too now. X-Plane just recently added, I think, some tutorial videos. I've not looked at them. Has anybody looked at the new tutorial videos that X-Plane just added? Are they any good? Are they good for like new people? I need to check them out myself so I can actually judge whether or not I need to be pointing people to that. But I would say right now, Microsoft is easier to get into. You can actually fly Microsoft with an Xbox controller if you wanted. It's a good place to start, but eventually you do want to get some sort of cheap flight controls if you can afford them. But yeah, they have a whole playlist of tutorials that teach you how to fly, the basics of flight, the basics of navigation, the basics of starting up an aircraft, things like that you can do all within Microsoft Flight Sim. And then of course, once you do that, I would also I recommend you still go and kind of watch some tutorials on YouTube for specific planes that you want to fly. That's what I would recommend. But yeah, Microsoft, as far as easiest to get into, I would recommend that. Man, I am just really enjoying the lighting and the ortho. Like, again, Microsoft looks good, don't get me wrong, but like the quality, I think I need to make a comparison video. Maybe I can do that tonight. Can I do that tonight? I need to make a comparison video now. With this new lighting update, I need to make a comparison between X-Plane 12 lighting and Microsoft 24. And I also want to show like this. I want to show what it looks like en route somehow, so you can see the difference in how the ortho looks. Now, I have to probably put a disclaimer in there saying, hey, this is X-Plane with mods. It's not default, right? But most people who run X-Plane, I think, probably run mods. Don't you think so? Yeah, man, if you have any questions, man, let me know. Not just me, but the whole community is super helpful and willing to help. We love seeing new people join the flight sim community, and we understand as well, because we've all been through it too, that flight simming is very overwhelming. There is a lot to learn, especially if you have zero aviation like knowledge. You know what I mean? Like if you don't come from aviation or anything like that, it's a lot to learn. So don't be afraid to go into different live streams and ask questions. Most people will be willing to answer even the dumbest question, right?
What's your present position?
And so, yeah. And then there's a lot of great tutorials online as well, again, to learn more specific things. We gotta fly multi-crew. Is that what you and Cass are doing right now? Are you guys flying multi-crew in the Challenger? I'm down though, for sure. Also do ortho comparisons. Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Alpha Charlie.
That's a really good idea. I'm gonna have to work on that. There was another comparison video I had, a video idea I had. Did I write it down? I hope I wrote it down. I can't remember what it was right now. But there was another comparison video I wanted to do based on two things, but I can't remember. But honestly, like a lot of times I like doing the comparisons, not just for like for views or for you guys, but I also like doing a comparison for me to see, because sometimes it's hard to tell the differences unless you have them side by side, right? And being able to record it and place it side by side makes it so much easier to see the the smaller differences between one sim and another sim, or one plane and another plane.
Disregard.
Your game was crashing, so you hopped in PMDG in 2020. Gotcha. Is it your X plane crashing? What's causing it to crash?
I'll get the arrival momentarily.
The multi-crew works flawlessly, and we can see each other wailing around during pre-flight. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I need to fly the challenge. There's so many things I gotta do. I want to fly the Tolas 330. I want to fly the Challenger. I want to fly the Lineage. Is it the Lineage 6000, I think? Is that what it's called? From X-Craft. I want to fly that as well. There's a lot I want to do, man. Not enough time. Did I hear about the C-130 for DCS? Do you think it will release this year? I think it will release this year.
Squawk 0735.
Probably very late this year. Like, my expectation would be Q4, so like sometime this winter or late fall is when I personally expect to see it.
Expect runway 21, the altimeter 3012.
3012, expect 21, southwest running 67. Just confirm the truck that call you up. Your time to your takeoff from Albuquerque. Just confirming it.
Say what?
Say what?
2934 picked up that call you up. Your times will take off from Albuquerque.
He's on the ground at Albuquerque, yeah.
I'm trying to see how much time to our top of the descent. You're not sure what's causing it? Yeah. Have I tried share flight for X-Plane 12? Yes, I have. It's one of the best. It's one of the best shared cockpit programs out there. I used it. I mean, I used it so long ago. I haven't used it in so long. It's very similar to.
Welcome to Phoenix.
What's the other one called? It's very similar to Your Controls. Is that what it's called? Your Controls? Yeah. Similar to that, but paid, right? So, I don't know if they ever actually finished. When I played it last, it was like in beta. But it worked really nice. It worked really nicely. But, yes. Oh, no, that's Smart Copilot. I hate Smart Copilot. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Arthur says, just dropping in to say go Gators. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by, Arthur. Thanks for stopping by, Arthur. We're almost there. We're 35 minutes out. Over, kind of like around Lubbock area, Texas. Head down to San Antonio. Yeah, took off out of Denver, and we're headed to San Antonio. Wait, what is this? Okay, this is cool. Chat, check this out. If you have Volanta, you need to check this out. I can't. Can I show it on screen? Can't really show it on screen. If you have Volanta, go find Louisiana, which is to the east of Texas, to the right of Texas, and see, yeah. There's only 3 planes currently. Is this VATSIM or just Volanta? I'm not sure what these people are. There's 3 planes in Louisiana, and one is shown call sign Death 6 is a B-2 bomber. And the reason why this is cool, it says they took off out of Whitman Air Force Base. The reason why this is interesting is because the icon is like the shape of a B-2 bomber. I've never seen that in Volanta or VATSIM or anybody. Usually they just show like these generic little airplane icons, but there's an actual B-2 bomber symbol. That is so cool. It makes me want to fly one now. Night Wolf, welcome to the stream, man. How you doing, bro? How you been, man? I haven't got a chance to check out your stream in a while. Hope you're doing all right, bro. Are you gonna be at Flight Sim Expo this year? I can't remember if we've had this discussion already. But but hopefully you will be.
1216, Leo to the west, LA's offline, you're ready to service our terminate friction shoot advisory is approved, good night.
It's like, I've never noticed that before. That's so cool. I know they have like a special icon for private jets. Or, yeah, like this guy's flying a CRJ. This guy is in a CRJ. This guy is in a, yep. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I like Volanta. I like it, I like it. Did I see that new B2 that dropped? There's another B2? No, I did not see that. Another B2 just dropped recently? Like really recently? Is it good? Maybe that's what that guy's flying. Have I tried the piston and the turbine Duke from Microsoft Flight Sim? They are legit Phoenix level. Yes, I love them, Adam. Some of my, honestly, the black square planes, specifically the Duke, are some of my favorite planes in all Flight Sim right now. That's how good it is. That's how good it is. Nightwolf has been good, still trying to make the FS Expo, definitely making the one outside of Chicago that you DM'd me about. Did I reply to you about that? Because I thought I did. If I didn't, I'm sorry, and I had to reply, but I thought I did reply to you. But yeah, yeah, hopefully you can make the to FS Expo. That'd be nice, man. That's obviously more Flight Sim specific. The Sim Expo one, is that what they're calling it? I can't remember what they're calling it. I don't think I'll be able to make it out to that one this year. But I did, it's definitely on the radar now, though. Definitely. I'm hoping that they can get more, some more Flight Sim devs to come out, because so far what I looked at is mostly sim racing companies going to be there, which is cool too. I like sim racing. But for what they're trying to be, which is just a sim conference, like all sim, you're going to want to have a good mix and variety of all the different sims. Maybe I didn't reply to you, but I replied to them. I know they also DM'd me on Instagram. Yeah, I don't remember, man. I don't remember. I'm sorry, it's nothing personal, just so you know. TOMAHAWK Studios beats. Okay, I gotta look this up then. I gotta look this up.
You know what? I'll do one better. Taxi your discretion.
Bro, look at the wing reflection. Hold on, chat. Look at the wing reflection.
You gotta get that screening with your friend.
That look good. Alright, MSFS. Top.
I'm an Alaska guy.
Doesn't TOMAHAWK also make the F-22? Yep, there it is. It came out December, though. It says,
yeah,
I see a video here from December 2024.
Oh yeah, brother. Pushback, I'm quick to close it up in 5 minutes. United 1082, I'm gonna give you a little bit of an early hand after this service start. Terminal friction shoot advisor is approved.
Thank you, appreciate it. Have a great night, United 1082.
Southwest 2934, looks like you're not on Foxer for the 2-1, so your radar service start terminal friction shoot advisor is approved, but I recommend you rejoin the RNF.
Yeah, so TOMAHAWK Studios makes the F-22 Raptor, which I do believe I do own that one. And it has the B2 and a bunch of other stuff, like the SU-30 flanker.
We are flying heading with position with.
Well, let me click on the B2. Oh, here we go. Nightwolf says you've been enjoying a pilot's life lately. That's good. I just did a 16-hour flight for my pilot's life career last week. I might need to do another one tonight. Now think about it. Is it Monday right now? Yeah, I might have to do another one tonight. I'm flying with another airline. I'm doing long hauls. So.
Yeah, you were definitely clear the approach. So you got sir, I need you to turn left heading 280. I got traffic that's at your 12 o'clock.
It looks like it's available on the marketplace.
10 miles.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, what am I gonna do with a B2 bomber?
Paper.
We'll see. I'm sure Element will probably convince me to get it eventually. I'm sure you and Cass or somebody's gonna convince me to end up buying it, but right now I'm not very interested in the B2 bomber. I've been good though, man. I've been good. Busy, for sure. But
standby.
Hanging in there.
2056,
Can't complain.
reaching the transponder.
Delroy Whites, how have you been? How am I liking the new update? I'm loving it, man. This is probably one of my favorite updates we've gotten for X-Plane in a long time.
34. We're showing vectors for the visual. Turn left heading 3.
You guys know I'm a big visual person, right? Don't, you know, I like systems too. You know what I mean? I like systems. I like flight models, but like, if the visuals ain't there,
2056 for the contact.
ain't no excuses in my book.
9,800.
Ain't no excuses. So I'm liking this. I like the direction that X-Plane is going. My main question, right? And I know they're working on it. Again, I know they're working on it. My main question is, what are you gonna do about the ground textures? What are we gonna do about that? What are we gonna do about the ortho? Can we get some ortho? Is that possible? Right?
Southwest 2867, runway 2, fly runway head, clear for takeoff.
You did LA to Sydney the other week, not for a past life. You're doing DHL Leipzig right now. Are you
Alright, Southwest 2934, you can plan
who are you
the
flying
runway
for?
21 approach.
I'm trying to remember who you're flying for on a Pal Life. What airline are you with? Nightwolf. You saw me flying jets, which is my favorite jet. My favorite jet is the F-18.
Alright, Southwest 2934, I'm gonna vector you for the visual.
Right, jet? That's my favorite.
Southwest,
I'm asking you guys.
sorry about that.
I think it's my favorite.
Turn right, proceed direct Alpha Lima Sierra VR.
F-18 is my favorite fighter jet, I think. Yeah, it is. Gotta be. Let's check this real quick. I want VNAV. Alright, we're 125 miles to the top of the descent. Got it.
Southwest 24, 29 to 34 request.
Yep, you're gonna get the visual runway 2 approach.
So, I am a pilot and would like to perform Bay Yankee via
Yeah, lighting looks better. Even like my anti-aliasing is not too bad either.
Yeah, I tried to give you the
That was a big problem with X-Plane before, was anti-aliasing.
Approach clearance, and you did it, so now I gotta get you the visual. It's gonna get you in a lot quicker, and that way I can get everybody out safely before I close. So you could turn right.
Culminator, do you have traffic with your Say Intentions AI? On X-Plane? Definitely not on X-Plane. Matter of fact, we can switch to Say Intentions now because we are no longer in VATSIM coverage. We're just listening basically at the moment. I mean, I was actually planning on doing that anyways, so thanks for bringing that up. Where is it? Where is my Say Intentions?
Southwest 2934, field is on the rollout. Field will be at your 2 to 3 o'clock. 20 miles, report and say.
Sometimes it somehow uninstalls itself. I know that sounds weird, but like it's definitely.
Southwest 2867, your radar contact, say altitude fasten.
Nightwolf DHL having a good time doing some Europe flying. Hadn't done it that much. Yeah, I think that's what I like about that is what I like about a pilot's life. It kind of encourages you to fly in some areas of the world that you may not normally fly to, especially early on when you're just trying to get hours. Because usually, you know, you end up right back where you normally fly in America or an American airline. That's where you like kind of are familiar with, but you have to go somewhere else, some other country to get the hours to get to that point. Where is Say Intentions? Like, it's impossible that it's not installed. How is it not installed? I'm gonna reinstall it. Yeah. The 18 is my favorite though. I like the 16, but the 18 is definitely my favorite. 16 is like second, my second favorite fighter jet. As far as commercial jets, my favorite commercial jet is the 777. Easy.
Southwest 2867, turn right.
And I think my second favorite commercial jet is probably the A350 now, after the I9 builds release. I've always liked the 350, it was never like my favorite. Alright, yeah, that's weird, like, I was just using Say Intentions.
American American 3136 and close enough for your service
Uh-oh. Hold on, chat. Something's going on here.
Castile _ donated $2 through Super Chat. Check your route, you're turning way off.
Southwest 2867, just be advised there's a
what is going on here?
going to Colorado Springs as well. He's direct Alpha Lima Sierra VOR.
Bro, why am I facing north? Alright, heading mode. Oh, LNAV is not on. That's why. Autopilot's on. Altitude hold is on. VNAV is on. Auto throttle is on. My LNAV is off for some reason. Why, I do not know. I guess I want to let you guys catch up, right? That's what I was doing. I was letting you guys catch up to me. Actually, no. I'm be behind Element now because of this turn. Good catch, chat. Dang it, man. Wish I would have caught that sooner. Wish I would have caught that sooner. Leading edge simulation. What's up, man? Yes, we're on X-Plane today, man. We are on X-Plane today. What's up? How you doing, man? Long time no see. Inatical says, I just have my trusty wheel of airlines to fly for when I copy the tail numbers and routes for the day. It was a good way to get me to stop flying from Denver to Vegas and vice versa. Bro, everybody has like that copy-paste flight that they do all the time. You know, the Denver to Vegas, the LA Vegas, San Diego Vegas, or Atlanta, Miami, Atlanta, Fort Lauderdale, LaGuardia, DCA. You know, it's like a lot of like kind of like those super high. You know what I mean? Like, Shaq, help me out. What is your like your default route? I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody has it. What is your default route? You get a new plane and you just fly this one particular route all the freaking time. What is it for you? What is it for you? Yes, LES or Leading Edge Sim. Yeah, I will be at Expo this year. I just booked my flights last week, and we're still working on where we're staying. But yeah, Element says Orlando to San Juan and Orlando to Toronto. Nightwolf has Chicago, LaGuardia, Nashville, Chicago, Nashville, Boston. If I'm feeling spicy. Yeah, Kaz, from the time that I've known you, man, and I feel like I've known you all your flights in life because you're pretty new to this, but I don't think you have a default route yet. I think you're still exploring. You just like doing these long hauls. Bacon Rage says Orlando to Savannah. That's a good one, actually. Flight 504 says Dallas Fort Worth to Louisiana. That's a perfect short hop. Yeah, I've done Houston to Louisiana a bunch of times. Looking forward to seeing you there, man. Are you gonna have a booth or anything, or are you just gonna be hanging out? You working or you enjoying? Let's see, what would be my default route? I don't know if I have one anymore. I'm sure I do. I know Boston. Let me think. Boston to where? Where do I usually fly from? Where do I usually go from Boston? Chicago, maybe? I know Boston as a airport. I fly there a lot. I fly to and from Boston a lot. That's like my default airport. Not route, but airport. I want to go direct to Fritzy. Direct Fritzy. And let's get LNAV back on. I don't know what happened there. No idea how I ended up turning circles there. Yeah, my default airports are Boston, San Francisco. Actually, I think, you know what? I know what it is. San Francisco, Denver is my default. San Francisco, Denver, San Francisco. That's when I do a lot. I do that route a lot. It's a beautiful route too, man. You're gonna be incognito. Well, you're gonna have to come up to me because I'm not gonna recognize you. I'd love to meet you and hang out for a bit, but I'm definitely not gonna recognize. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Like, I've always known your name, but I've never seen you. So. But yeah, a lot of these developers are sneaky. They have to come to Expo all incognito, and you know, like they're like, you know, I see who was there last time. There are a couple of streamers too who were there. I think A330 Driver, I think, was at the last expo, but like because nobody seen his face, nobody knew who he was. So like he was just kind of like there. You saw me last year in the elevator. Oh wait, I do remember that. I do remember that. I do. I was like this first day, wasn't it? In the elevator that we kind of happened to be in the elevator at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Wasky? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, my default route, I think, is San Francisco to Denver and back. I do that one a lot. I do that one a lot for testing planes. It's like a decent distance where it's long enough to kind of take your time and understand the different stages of flight. But also, it's a gorgeous route, too, over the mountains. So, do I think I'd recognize you at Expo? I've seen a few pictures of you now since I've known you on Discord. But, I don't know. Like, once I do see you in person, I will never forget you. But, because I haven't seen you in person yet, it might be a little tricky. Unless I see more pictures of you. We'll see. I'm gonna have to get like a board of just photos of people that I'm supposed to recognize. Like the FBI. KISM used to have some killer air shows back 20 years ago. Wow, they used to have air shows back in Kissimmee? That's cool. That's really cool. I'm trying to think if I have any other ones. I know Houston to New Orleans is one I would do, but I don't do that often, to be honest. But it's a pretty good default route for me to fly to my hometown and do a quick hop. Man, we would have been descending already if I hadn't been screwing up and turning around. We used to watch Grau Adler streams. Oh, man, I don't know if I remember that. Grau Adlers. Grau Adler. Who's Grau Adler? That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Why am I not remembering this one? Why am I not remembering that? Grau Adler streams. Who is that? Let me search that name. Who is that? Grau Adler. That's not it. I assume that's flight sim, right? Grau Adler, let's see. Okay, something came up. See a bunch of X-Plane stuff from 7 years ago. Jeez. Yeah, his last video was 6 years ago, sadly. I don't remember. I was on Twitch. That's why I doesn't have a lot of videos. That makes more sense now. That makes a lot more sense now. What happened, HD? I don't know. I probably bumped into something and deactivated my LNAV, and it turned me around. I was basically flying without a heading, and so the plane was just banking with the wind, and it turned around. So I had to go direct and turn back around. So it was most likely a user error. Plane didn't do it itself, I don't think. Who's that over there? Element says Las Vegas to Seattle and Las Vegas to Orlando. Had a good discussion about Coronado products. I wonder if Coronado's gonna be there. I don't think I've ever met Coronado. Like I've had email discussions with them. Like I used to work with them on some stuff, like on like review type stuff. Well, way back in the day. Drop my pillow. But I don't think I've ever talked to them or met them in person. At least not knowingly. J.R. Jackson, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good, bro. Is this aircraft better than the default 737 in Microsoft 2024? Yes. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, light years, as he said. But this is not default plane. This is a modded plane. This is the Zibo 737, which is a modded version of the X-Plane default 737. This is what I would hope would happen to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And it sounds like it'll only happen if Microsoft themselves will unlock their default planes. Because right now, from what I understand, everything is like encrypted, and like you can't really modify the default planes or even make liveries for them. But what we need desperately is we need to be able to, we need developers to know what they're doing, right? People like Fly-by-Wire to come and take the 737 MAX and make it into something great. That's what we need. We really need that. And it's possible. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened with Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, right? Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 came out as it was, and Fly-by-Wire were like, well, I can make the 320neo better. And look at it today. 320neo, I know it's not as popular as it used to be because of Phoenix, but like it's still one of the best Airbuses, period, in all Flight Sim. It's in the top 3, top 5. And that's all because they just modified the base game plane. And so what we need is them to unlock the default planes so we can start getting some better versions of these planes for mods. Same thing happened with the working title CJ4. Working title was like they worked on that. You know what I mean? The Zibo 737, things like that. So we need that. We really need that in Microsoft. People to be able to modify. We could. I don't know what expertise people have out there. You never really know. But the 787 could be so much better. The 747 could be so much better. The A330s could be so much better. The 737 MAX, all the planes, even some of the GA stuff like the King Air, the Phenom, the PC-24, stuff like that. Like imagine getting like a working titles type of mod, working title type of modification to the PC-24, or a fly-by-wire type of modification to the 737 MAX. Like that'd be, yeah, the fly-by-wire 320 is very underrated. Sure. Not directed at Coronado, but we have something really good left about something in particular. Hit me up on Discord when you can, and I'll refresh your memory. Yeah, let's make that happen for sure. Because I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I'm sure if you told me some specifics about it, I would remember. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. But right now, I'm like, I don't remember. But I'm sure it happened. I believe you. We need a high fidelity A220. Yeah, I mean, whatever happened with that, man? Whatever happened to the A220? Whatever happened to that? We had, who was it? What's the name of that company that was making it? I don't remember the name of the company. There was a company making a A220. Announced it like 3 years ago, bro. And it was in the fly-by-wire manager for a while. And then I believe I Builds either hired them or bought it, or I don't know how that whole business side of that works. But now I Builds has something to do with it, with the A220 now. So, maybe that'll be the plane that they announced at Flight Sim Expo. I saw they mentioned that they have some new plane that they're planning on announcing at Flight Sim Expo. Maybe it's gonna be the A220. I don't know if anybody's put that together. Simulation of A320s is number 1 Phoenix, and FS Labs are tied. Okay. 2 Tolus, 3 fly-by-wire would y'all change anything? I will put Phoenix as number 1. FS Labs is number 2. I think it's fair. I don't know, man. Tolus is really good. Tolus might be number 2. That's tough. The differences are in the details that I'm not an expert enough in to say. Like the differences in a lot of the Airbuses, like the Phoenix, the FS Labs, the fly-by-wire, the Tolus, are in the systems. And I'm not an expert enough in the systems of Airbus to probably point out those differences. But I don't know, from my point of view, though, I would think Phoenix is still number one. Tolus potentially a close second. It's really tight between Phoenix, FS Labs, and Tolus, because I know they're all very high level. But fly-by-wire also, I think, is again still underrated and could honestly be much better than we think it is. So I don't know. Synaptic, that's who it was called. Thank you, Cass. Yeah, Synaptic was acquired by Ionite Builds, I believe, or something like that. And so, yeah. You're excited? You're flying an A220 to Expo? I think I'm flying a A321 Neo with United to Expo, followed by, I believe, an E or a J for a short hop, and then on the way back, I'm hopping on a 737 MAX for the first time ever. So, looking forward to that. We are hot start, me and Toto. Oh, sweet. Yeah, you guys are like the top X-Plane. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys are cooking up. I know Toto and Hot Start and all you guys are cooking up something mighty on X-Plane. I can't wait. Actually, I know you guys making a 220. Yeah, I forgot. You guys making an A220. Duh. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, you guys announced that a couple years ago, I believe, for X-Plane. So I'm looking forward to seeing what is going on with the plane today. I guess we're okay. It just like climbed like really aggressively just now. We're 50 miles away from the top of the descent though, into San Antonio. We're a little bit delayed because we had a bit of a diversion, but we're all right. But yeah, if you guys don't know, LES, Toto, and Hot Start are making an A220 for X-Plane. We don't know when that's coming out yet, but I know it was announced a while back, and if it's anything like the Hot Start Challenger, anything like, you know, what those guys have made in the past, it's gonna probably be on our list of best aircraft ever for flight sim. That's what I'm expecting. I'm not gonna sit here and try to fish for news or information from you, but like, I don't know, that's just my when you put those names together and the stuff that you guys have made in the past, that is just kind of what I expect is the best aircraft ever simulated. Kind of like Flight Factor has really pushed really hard to kind of do that with the 777. Like the 777 is really good in Flight Factor. He's done some amazing things with it, and that 777 is one of the best planes ever made in flight sim right now. It's definitely on. It's in the talks, right? It's in the discussion for sure. So. Inatical says, I just remembered, has anyone figured out PNDG's secret project that they announced? I completely forgot about it. Chat, does anybody know? Does anybody know what that was? It the 747, the classic? I think the secret project was the 747 classic. I could be wrong about that. Wrong side simulation was up. Man, welcome to the stream, bro. How's the night going? I can point them out. Phoenix. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure you could. Yeah, I'm sure you could point them out. Wrong side. I heard you stopped by Sun and Fun over the weekend. How'd you like it, man? Tolus is just so solid. Maybe I would put it above. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, we'd have to get wrong side, right? Because he's an expert in Airbuses. But like, I feel like the differences between the Tolus, the Phoenix, the FS Labs, and the fly-by-wire, they're so small, right? I think that no matter which one you fly, you're gonna enjoy them, right? Obviously, there's something different about every one of them. Like the FS Labs has a certain way they do MBLs. The Phoenix has this whole experience that you got. You know, that fly-by-wire has its own experience that it has. The Tolus is a whole different simulator. You know what I mean? So it's tough comparing them, but yeah, they're all great planes. I just wish we had more Boeings that were to the level of those 4 aircraft. What's up? Scorcher Plays is in the house. How's the new beta, bro? If you're an X-Plane person, upgrade today. 100% worth it. It's been running well for me so far. I've had really no issues performance-wise. We are 31 minutes away from our top of the descent, FYI, chat. Visuals are looking pretty good. Lighting is looking much better. We're actually going to get a glimpse here. We've been flying with pretty good lighting for most of the flight. I'm curious now, what is the sunset going to look like? We're still missing the lens flare. I don't know why we're missing the lens flare. I could have swore there was one. Like, is it... I have to turn that on or something? I could have swore there was a lens flare in the recent lighting update. I'm gonna be upset if I end the stream and find out that I didn't turn it on or something. Can I show you the cabin? Yeah, we can do that. You ran into XP, a good surprise. Sudden Fun was dope. The Night Air Show finale was unreal. Yeah, man. Those Night Air shows, I saw my first Night Air show at Oshkosh a few years ago. Blew me away. Never knew I needed that in my life. It was amazing. It was amazing. Okay, we got to descend. So first things first, let's get to business, right? Let's go in here. Let's go to our legs page, and we'll find out what our bottom of descent is and all that. Speaking of that, wrong side, I saw that you got the Boeing FMC. How you liking that as well? I'm rocking it myself, and I'm actually surprised that it's actually working in X-Plane. I didn't think it would work in X-Plane, but it is actually working in X-Plane. So we're flying the Zibo 737. I am using the WinWing autopilot panel and the WinWing FMS as well, and they're both working flawlessly. The only issue I've ran into with the FMC is that the buttons are a little different. Like, for example, I don't have a VNAV key on the physical. It actually says descent on the physical device. That's weird, right? Let's go and put, like, I don't know, 6,000. Turn the knob down. Gotta descend this when we get to the top of the descent marker. Scorcher says, I'm mainly a Microsoft Flight Sim person, but I do occasionally fly X-Plane. Always good to see that they're improving it. Yeah, man, it is good. We've had our complaints, right? They can't ignore the shortcomings that X-Plane has. And so I'm glad to see they're actually, you know, doing something about that and making it better, improving it. And it really is that this has been visually pleasing to me, right? And it doesn't take away from all the great systems that they have. It doesn't take away from the flight model they have, but they're just making it look better, more modern, more today, right? Rather than looking like such an old sim. Like, I don't want X-Plane to go away. You can change it in the settings, the FMC version. It just connected to the livery that Southwest uses version, but you can. Oh, bro, thank you, Andre. Let me. How do I do that? Is that in here somewhere? Customize, display and variants, FMS. We have the A2 model. Is that what that is? If I click on A1, let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, that's the one I got. Bro, thank you, man. That's perfect. That is perfect. All right, here comes the top of the descent. Let's make the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have started our descent. I have turned the seatbelt sign back on. I'd like to ask you to please return to your seats. Buckle up for the short duration of the flight. We really appreciate you choosing to fly with Southwest this morning. Hope you enjoy the trip. Have a great week. Please come back.
I agree with you, wrong side. Hey, that's what we got maintenance on board, right? Do a mid-flight FMC change. Yep, wrong side. I noticed that exact same thing. I think I mentioned that in my video also, is that only issue I ran into with the actual autopilot panel from WinWing is that when you're in VNAV mode, the IAS doesn't blank out. Matter of fact, correction. That might be a Microsoft only issue, because I'm in VNAV right now. I'm in X-Plane, and my IAS mock box is blank, as it should be. So I think that issue, I think I just realized this just now, that issue is actually specific to Microsoft Flight Sim, and maybe specific to the PMDG 737. So there you go. I'll see, yeah, because it should, because yeah, that's exactly it. Cause I was using it earlier, and there was actually text in there. Alright, 119.8 is CTAF. Is San Antonio on? No, they're not on. Alright, that's no problem. We'll switch over to 119er point. What he said. 119 for 8. You know what else I would like to see from WinWing? You know what else I would like to see from WinWing? A radio panel. That'd be cool. Wait, you said 109.8? I know that Logitech already has one. I just feel like WinWing could do it better, and they could also make it like Boeing and Airbus specific, you know? Uh-oh, we're speeding. How is that possible? We're on VNAV. Wait, auto throttle's off again? What is this plane doing to me today? What is this plane doing to me today? There we go. Even still, you know, WinWing, they'll have it resolved soon, but yeah, probably just a PNG thing. WinWing is so good at fixing stuff, nothing ever bothers me because I know they'll get it right. Yeah, I agree. WinWing has, in all the products that I've tried from WinWing, they've always done a really good job of making software updates, and they're active too. I mean, they're in like every streamer that they give like products to, they're in their chats, they're watching their streams, they're watching their content, they're listening to feedback, and you know, they definitely listen and make sure that and make things better over time. Only thing I'm worried about for WinWing is I want to make sure people are getting their products. I've heard complaints about, you know, taking a long time to get things shipped and pre-order and things like that. So, but I know it's tough logistics when you're shipping around the entire world. So much stuff. I'm sure I can get tough. The engine spinning on the Zibo looks better than they want in PNG. Yeah, Adam, way better, bro. Way better. Check this out. Whew, looks good. Wow, look at the colors. Look at the colors, chat. Wow, that looks good. Yeah, the spinner looks way better in the Zibo. 100%. 100%. Not even close. A2 is more modern. It got all A-car stuff, but Zibo, from my understanding, doesn't want any outside internet connection, so probably won't implement Hoppy. Yeah, I don't really understand Zibo. I would love to talk to Zibo. Like, anybody know Zibo? I want to get him on like our podcast. Me and XP have been trying to find this guy for years. I just want to like talk to him and like pick his brain, understand like, you know, the making of Zibo. Where did he come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are his plans? Is he just doing this for fun? You've been working on our follow the greens for VATSIM integration. Been very challenging, but we finally have got it all working, and we'll be releasing it soon, hopefully with a little VATSIM event. Follow the greens. What is that? Is that where like the lights like direct you through the taxiways? What is that exactly, Scorcher? By the way, man, I want to say congrats, man. You've been doing your thing with the development, bro. Keep it up, man. Hope you're encouraged. Where's the join button? It should be where it's always at. I haven't like turned it off or nothing. It's a good question though. I already have a radio panel, but if WinWing made a radio panel, I'd buy theirs. Monorific says, I can't wait to get my PC. Best believe this will be the first game I download. There you go, man. Back to the EFP settings again, so... Oh, wait, did it undo it? No, I did it again. Bro, we are going fast. Is it kicking off because it can't hold the speed or something? That's under settings. Was it hardware? Auto throttle, yeah, it's still on. Auto throttle engaged, lock throttle is still on. I think maybe because we're over speeding. Man, we can't even slow down. What is? Oh, okay, I know why. Because the throttles are maxed out. I wonder. Alright, here's 18,000 feet. Let's get the weather in San Antonio while we're trying to get slowed down. Bro, we are moving right now. Man, let's get the weather. Oh wow, yeah, the engine fans look so good in the Zibo. Where are we? We are San Antonio weather information 030 at 3 knots. Visibility is clear. Temperature is 15, dew point 01. Altimeter 3011. Alright, speed is coming back slowly. 3011, that's in there, and boom. Throttle noise should ART1. Throttle noise? Let's see. Throttle noise. I have toe brakes, I have nozzle axis, I have throttle noise lock. Okay, that's what you're talking about. 1. Alright, set. I don't know what that means, but it's set. Hopefully that fixes our issue with the auto throttle. Hopefully that fixes it. Alright, we're still slowing down to 273 is the speed we need to be at. We have an altitude restriction of 10,000 feet. We are flying in for the ILS. I'll get that for you guys right now. ILS 31 left into San Antonio is what we're planning. Speed localizer 110.9er. 110.9. Put it on both sides. 110.9. Alright, set 1 time, set 2 times. Alright, now arm auto throttle. Yep, that worked. Thank you, HD. Appreciate it, man. We're still in the speed brakes, so we're still a little fast. We'll hit the LIAN lights. Boom. Green lights. I'm actually gonna leave the time as it is. I kind of like this time of day right now. We'll get a little bit of potentially some ground lighting as well. See, that's changed it all. Thank you, Wrong Side, for being a member of the channel, bro. I really appreciate the support, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you at Flight Sim Expo if you're gonna be there, man. If not, I'm sure I'll still see you somewhere soon. Alright, approach course 308. Oh wait, I can do that. I have to remind myself that I have like a physical thing I can touch. 308 on both sides. At 308 left, 308 right. I'm gonna continue down to 4,000. There we go. Should be good now. Good. I mean, it could be that my throttle was moving. It could be like my actual physical throttle moved and killed the auto throttle or something like that. Because I do have a butt kicker, and the butt kicker does vibrate everything attached to my chair. And my throttle is also attached to my chair. So that could be what it was. Oh, we're going too slow. Alright. No longer need those speed brakes. So we've seen the day lighting, which is definitely improved, but I'm really curious now about the night lighting. So we're gonna leave the time as it is, so we can actually check that out. I have to go to YouTube purchases and manually renew. I guess that's why the button isn't there, because I was a member before. I'll be at Expo. I owe you a drink for last year's generosity. What did I do last year? I don't remember what I did, but thank you. I'll accept. I'll accept. What's up, Zachary Plays? How you doing tonight? We're doing good, man. We're doing good. We're checking out this new X-Plane update. I'm actually liking it. I'm impressed. I'm liking it. I am impressed. I think we're moving in the right direction, man. I think we're moving in the right direction. I'm still missing my glare, my lens flare and glare. I know not everybody likes that effect, but I do. So I'm missing that from the sun. Other than that, though, I'm liking. We should start getting some city lighting down low, though, as we approach San Antonio, Texas. Follow the greens is basically where the taxiway lights. I missed it. Hold on, let me see. Follow the greens is basically where the taxiway lights turn on to guide an aircraft to the runway or a gate. For example, soon VATSIM controllers will say, Speedbird 123, follow the green, stand CS. Oh, that's cool. Speedbird 123, follow the greens, stand Charlie 16. Then in sim, the lights will light up to lead. How do you do that though? And like, that's sick. That's really cool. But how? Because you have to like VATSIM has to also like, right? Doesn't VATSIM have to also like upgrade their technology to support that as well? Like you could provide like whatever I guess thing that you do in the back end to make Microsoft do it, but then VATSIM has to also update their thing. And then also like, what if people don't have like could you package that into VATSIM somehow so that everybody who uses VATSIM has this feature? I don't know. It sounds really cool though. It says night lighting is still a work in progress. However, airport is excellent. Copy that, HD. Thanks for the warning. I won't be too harsh then if it's a work in progress, because I don't see nothing happening where I feel like I probably should be seeing some stuff happening. That's actually not bad. Look at the highway right there. That looks good. Rush hour. Tanner, how does the flight model feel compared to Microsoft Flight Sim? It feels good, man. It's actually, in most cases, it does feel, let me say it like this, it feels more organic. Let's use that word. Let's use that word. That'd be the word of the night. It feels more organic, more fluid, more like in the wind, I guess you could say. In X-Plane, it's always felt that way, but Microsoft Flight Sim's flight model is improving, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, but it's more on a per aircraft basis. Every airplane is not gonna feel great, right? It depends on how well the third party dials in that flight model, if you know what I'm saying. All right, guys, we're turning on a left downwind now for runway 31 left, I believe. Is that the runway we're using? Yeah, 31 left in San Antonio. I guess we should probably start making radio calls. San Antonio traffic, Southwest 116 at Angels 9. On the left downwind, runway 31 left. I'm messing with them. Oh my god. Yes, especially for helicopters as well. I really struggle with helicopters in X-Plane, like bad. Like, I don't know, I just can't. Oh, a plane. I just can't wrap my head around how to freaking fly a helicopter in X-Plane. Angels 9. Bro, imagine. I want to do that one day with the actual like VATSIM controller and see how they reply. Colin is back. Oh no. Wait, Colin, are you gonna tell me they took the F-15 off the store? Because I do know that already. What's the bad news, Colin? Good to see you though, by the way. Hope you're having a good day, bro. I know you more than just bad news. You're good people. Alright, yeah, I just happened to stumble upon that news earlier today. Somebody mentioned it on my DCS Discord. So that's sad. Thankfully I already have it. So I honestly thought that I thought it'd been off the store. Like I thought it had been gone a long time ago. So I was surprised to hear that it was off, like it was no longer for sale. I thought they stopped selling it like a year ago. That's what I was under the impression of. So it wasn't that big of a deal to me. All right, chat. Lights are on. Eyelets, no, that's already programmed. We'll continue all the way down. Yeah, 4200s would be the lowest we're gonna go here.
Call the ball.
Call the ball. Hold on, wait for me to call platform. I'm gonna call platform at 5,000. That might be too much of an inside joke for the chat. That's some real technical stuff right there. We might learn about that on Friday. Friday we have a DCS stream we're gonna do. Might be more advanced flights. We'll see. I'll see how the rest of the guys are feeling for Friday, but I have an idea of what I want to do Friday. That has to do with like ILS carrier landings, which I just learned last night. So, oh wait, all RASBAM models have been taken off. So the Harrier 2, okay, that's news. I did not know that part. Okay, that sucks. That sucks. Alright, we got some night lighting now, chat. We got some night lighting. Alright, there's San Antonio right there. Wait, what about, didn't RASBAM also make like a map too? Or was that somebody else? Alright, I'm so ready for this landing. Oh, this is gonna be cool. Can I find your last messages, or do you want me to resend? I may have to you to hold on to that. We're about to land here, and I don't know if I'll have time to read it, so hold that thought, Scorcher. Either way, bro, I'm looking forward to your new project, man, and congrats in advance, bro. Thanks for your hard work. Alright, decision height is 990. We didn't do this page. Flaps 30. Flaps 30, 145. We do have vectors, so let's watch out for that. Alright, heading now synced to our heading. Speed's 212. Oh, didn't they make the South Atlantic map? So the only thing they kept up was South Atlantic map. I think it's because it was a collaboration, wasn't it? Man, the city light doesn't look too bad. That looked good to me. That looks pretty good to me. Alright, we're at speed 180, about to turn our left downwind for 31 left. Here at Trunks. Max speed is 210, we're doing 180, we are good. Yeah, sim is looking really good. I mean, I know HD said the night lighting is a work in progress, but it doesn't look that bad. It's also more like Twilight right now. Yes, this is a real life paint. It's called Freedom 1. If you look it up on Google, you can find some really good images of this plane flying all over the country. Oh wait, is it vectors from here? It is. Alright, let's go heading mode. And turn left. San Antonio traffic, Southwest 116, platform. Turning left, base for runway 31 left. Alright, we'll get those flaps in slowly.
San Antonio traffic impacted 1082 commencing.
Stupid.
The Papa 1 for 31 left RNF.
This is why you can't let DCS pilots fly freaking X-plane. We got our little flight sim DCS jargon. Let's continue that descent. Alright, we're 11 DME. I am no joy on. Okay, I think I do see the airport. I do have visual. And this is why I didn't want to change the time of day, because I had a feeling that the night landing actually might look pretty darn sweet. Let's go ahead and announce prepare landing. And see those signs beyond.
1,000 to go.
Flight attendant seats for landing. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and arm approach mode. Down to 2,500 feet. 27 is where you should be. 25 works as well. I did see there's a chase plane update. I didn't read through the log yet. I saw it right before the stream. Let's turn a little bit for a bit of shallower. There's VOR Loke. And we're capping. Is there supposed to be a multiplayer sort of thing with, say, intentions coming out? I feel like I've heard something about that. Yes. Yes, that is true. There is a... Basically, it's like VATSIM, but AI. And it's built into, say, intentions. So yes, that is coming out pretty soon from what I hear. Alright, we are on a 7-mile final. Alright, give me gear. Alright, San Antonio traffic, Southwest 116, 7-mile final. San Antonio.
San Antonio traffic, United 1082, on downwind now for 31 left. Advise green deck.
Full advise. Huh. What was it again? 145. That gear is down, arm the speed brakes. And we are fully established on the ILS. 3-1 left in San Antonio, Texas on this beautiful sunset. That's kind of dope. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. That's a pretty. That's, oh my god, that was sick. Okay, here we go. Let's focus here. All right, still cockpit. I think it's nice and smooth from here. We'll fly it from here. Oh yeah, I can do that here. I forget. That's actually on the panel. All right, my controls. One mile. little high.
San Antonio traffic, United 1082, base turn left.
Oh, no. My butt. No. No. We gotta do that again. We gotta do that again. We gotta do that again. San Antonio traffic, bolter going around left traffic. San Antonio. Oh.
Copy bolter.
400.
Oh, that was a slammer. Holy. It sure doesn't flare like Microsoft Flight Sim, that's for sure. My back, my spine, everything hurts. Oh my gosh.
1,000.
Bro, Valanta, what was that landing rate? I gotta know. Oh, we missed the wire. That was definitely an F-18 Navy landing right there. That was our speed. Speed's good. I'm gonna fly by hand the rest of the way. Oh my gosh. That has to be the hardest landing I've done all year. All year. That's high enough. Alright. Do a few flaps in. Cass says I'm sure I'll be slamming in about 5 minutes. Hopefully not, man. I do not have eyes on traffic in the pattern. There's the airport over there. Back over the highway. Oh my goodness. What was that, Blue? What was that? Alright, we're on base now. Bring our nose back down a little high.
Traffic, United 1082, 7 mile final now, runway 31 left for San Antonio.
Actually, I think I see him right there. San Antonio traffic, southwest 116 now, left downwind, runway 31 left. San Antonio. Let me see, I gotta check real quick, Valanta, and see how hard that was. Will this say if the flight's not over yet? It doesn't say.
593.
593, is that what it is? 600? Probably. That was probably a hard. If I was in a CRJ, I'm gonna be on my back already. I'm at your home airport where both your parents work. Oh, sweet. Well, tell your parents they're probably gonna have to go do an emergency. They'll be working late for an emergency Southwest flight, which will probably be broken landing gear on the runway. 31 left here in a little bit. It's in chat. Alright, I think I see Element over there. See, if only. So one thing that Microsoft does really well with the city night lighting is that it doesn't actually draw the lights all the way out, but the actual ground texture has a default light texture on it, so that even if it's not drawing actual physical lights all the way to the horizon, it still looks like it, because you see like the ground texture being lit, if that makes any sense. Like it's like baked in to the ground texture. So I wish that X-Plane could find a way, like, see this highway, how it's like lit and it stops right there? It should actually keep going much farther. All this here as well should keep going also.
82 short final, runway 31 left for San Antonio.
I did not retract the gear. I left them down because I was freaking out. So the gear is still down. We're like flaps 5 or something. Yeah, that's exactly where we are. And we're on base now. Let's try this again, chat. Surely we can't slam it twice, right? Alright, San Antonio traffic. Southwest 116 now, left base. Runway 31 left. We have eyes on traffic. Have you heard or seen that Turtle Beach steering wheel I know someone who has one. I wish I had it right now. Did I not post that video? You talking about the direct drive one? I think they only have one wheel. All right, we're turning our base to final here. It's been pretty sharp left-hand turn. Our out 2 I think is okay. Over the highway here.
Require.
Nice. Alright, San Antonio traffic, Southwest 116 now, 5 mile final. 3-1 left. Yeah. Uh-oh. What's going on here, chat? I just heard my engine spool down. It kind of freaked me out. Alright, flash is set. Why am I getting warnings?
And San Antonio traffic, yeah, 1082, clear runway 31 left at Kilo.
Oh, we high
Green
now.
deck.
We high now. Alright, can we save it? We can save it. Alright, I think we're fully configured. Auto brakes. Set. Yeah, we got this. We got this. Now that I know how she's gonna like fall out of the sky. I came in a little high too that last time, so that didn't help with the situation. Here we go. Short final, 3-1 left in San Antonio at night in X-Plane 12 with the new lighting update. We're on the glide. Add some power. Wish I had turned the sounds up a little bit, but I can't do that now. Watch it, chat. This will be butter. This is gonna be butter right here. You ready? Oh, the opposite. We floated it. I overreacted. Screw it. One round again. Alright, this time I'll get the gear.
Bolter, bolter.
San Antonio traffic, bolter, going around left traffic. San Antonio traffic. Let's try it again. Alright, so we got one.
We want to do traffic pattern work now.
We got one where we smashed it, one where we floated it extremely. I think now if we could take what we learned from the last 2 attempts, we should get some butter. You flew an R-22 back from a friend's house on the 4th of July once. That was a wild experience. The cockpit smelled like fireworks after it was over. I would be afraid to do that in that helicopter. I guess it depends on how high you fly. But that's cool. I've always wanted to fly a aircraft on the night of New Year's or July 4th to see all the fireworks from the air. I feel like that'd be the best place to see it, is from the air. We got this, chat. We got plenty of fuel too. We got 4,000 pounds. We're all right. We're all right. Let's just watch our altitude. We don't get too high. We don't need to get that high. Not need to go that high. All right, let's go around number 2. We could have put it down last time. We could have, but I'm being picky today. I'm being picky. All right, very tight pattern that time. Only like a mile or 2 separation there. Yeah, major floater. Oh, you floated too? I didn't see you. Are you on VATSIM, Cass? Or are you flying like...
Updated altimeter 3013.
That's a lot different than what I got. Alright, 3013 on the EOS. Oh, it's the same. I can't even see it. Where is it? Oh, it's the dark. Oh no, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. There we go. 3013. Set. Set on the left, set on the right. Alright, let's try this again, guys. A very tight turn. Here comes a gear. Like I'm at an air show right now. Has to be a very tight turn. We're about right at 30 degrees on this bank. Or right at 30 actually, yep. Has to be a short 5-mile final. I do like the night lighting. Like, I like the city lights. Okay, we're good, we're good. Don't overthink it, don't overdo it. Last time we failed because we overreacted on the short final. In order to get a good landing, we're gonna have a good approach. So let's focus on the approach a bit more. Alright, we do have our gear down already and indicating 3 green. That's showing there. Alright, there's a balloon from the flaps coming down. And it's actually not very windy, so that's not a factor.
Call the ball.
Boeing ball, San Antonio, 3-1 left. Yeah, it's looking really good right now. I'm looking forward to watching the replay too, if we get this right. Well, I should say when we get this right. A little fast right here. You can always go around. Shout out to Swiss, man. There we go, chat. This is it. This is butter. All day. All night. Oh yeah, this is the one. It's the one right here. One right here.
50, 30, 10.
Oh! Oh my god! Bro, we planted that thing.
80 knots.
Oh my god. I put the customers. Oh, I put our passengers through so much on this flight. Twice on the back. Oh man. I kind of wonder if it's like, was it really that hard? I think it was though. I mean, it was like 50-10, so it was definitely hard. I'm kind of wondering if it's like exaggerated by the head shake effect, but I think it actually was pretty rough. Did I exit the right way? Where's the terminal? Might be the other way. Where's the terminal at? Oh my goodness.
Really appreciate you coming along with us today. Thanks so much for choosing Southwest Airlines.
Bro, welcome back to X-Plane. Welcome back to X-Plane, where you have to work for your landings. Alright, we did absolutely take the wrong exit. We need to turn around. So, thankfully there is a turnaround right ahead of us. So make a left. Actually, I think I just passed it, didn't I? I did. It's back there. Alright, screw it. I'm gonna go through the grass. Everyday landing.
All aboard!
Can I fly to Nunavik, Quebec? I probably could. I'm sure it's in the sim. But no, we're not doing it today. I was wondering what shook my computer. I wanted to see what our landing rate was that time. What was our landing rate that time? Major aviator says -571. Oh my god. I definitely want to see the replay now to see, like, did I not pull up? What did I do wrong there? What did I do wrong there? Antonio traffic, Southwest 116 crossing, 31 left at Juliet. Antonio. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get those flaps up. Hey, guess what? You know what they say? Any landing you can walk away from, right? Or limp away from. My flare was slight late. You felt it coming. You know, I kind of felt it coming too. Like, well, at those last moments, I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I more copied what I did the very first landing, rather than meeting between. You know, I don't know. But I'm not gonna blame the plane. I think the plane did what the plane was supposed to do. I just didn't do my pilot job. You think I had too much speed coming in, and on top of that, the angle was a little off at the end. Yeah, there's a few things. I think it's just a few things all kind of came together to make it a disastrous landing. So hey, I watched the replay. We'll brief it and find out where I went wrong there. Get the strobe light off though for now, while we're Southwest taxiing our way to the taxiway or to the parking. We're only doing 29 knots ground speed, so we're not going that fast. Yeah, I mean it's different, you know. It's different than what I'm used to in Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, I feel like anytime I'm playing Microsoft Flight Sim a lot, and then I come play X-Plane after like a long time, like that's usually the kind of landing I get. A smasher. A smash burger. Smash burger sounds good. Yeah, they do punish you. X-Plane does punish you for bad technique, for sure. I guess I'm so used to like Microsoft like making you float for every little pull on the yoke. That's what I'm used to. We'll take one of these spots. Do I have traffic or is it clear all the time? Yeah, these are all AI. These are all AI. And the thing about traffic global is if I pull up behind the AI, they should disappear. Now you're hungry. There it is. What a flight. Mistakes were made, for sure. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm still glad to be back in X-Plane, and I actually do want to do another X-Plane flight. So I don't know exactly what my plans are yet for this week of streaming. But if I do another flight sim stream, I very may well do another X-Plane stream. I know I'm gonna do some train sim this week. We'll do DCS as always on Friday. But we'll see. Alright, so I am not gonna shut the engines off because I don't trust the replay mode yet. I know they made it better, but I'm just gonna save my flight here with Volanta. I'm scared to look at what my landing. Yeah, 570. Oh man, come on. 570. We gotta run that back. Let's review it. Let's review the clip. Review the tape. Alright, I'm gonna close out of VATSIM. Close out a few of these extra little programs I got running. And I'm gonna watch our replay, and hopefully it just works. Hopefully it just works. I think it's this button. Yep, there it is. And should I just hit rewind? Okay. Here's your message. It all runs on our servers, and we have a plugin for each of the controller clients. Then any pilots that want to use the system download our pilot client. Then it does its magic to show the lights. As for VATSIM direct integration, I had a meeting with VATSIM tech team and vPilot creator, and it will be possible. It will be a possibility, but maybe a bit later in the year. Gotcha. Uh-oh, guys, it froze up. I'm scared. That's cool though. So I guess like maybe a pilot could request the special light taxi that you talked about, light follow taxi, and they can give it to them, I guess. Yeah, it froze up. Oh no. Is it gonna come back? You guys think it's gonna come back? I really want to watch that landing. I want to watch like where it all went wrong.